Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Saiki here, and today we are going to be playing my top 3 favorite survivors and hunters in this game. By the way, before we start anything, I'd like to announce that if you guys want to tell me your favorite survivors and hunters in this game, you can do so in either the pinned comment of this stream or in the description below. It's at the very top of the description. There's a forum where you guys can submit your favorite characters. We already got over 1,000 responses, so thank you all you guys who have already responded. I'm going to be doing a video on what the community thinks is their favorite character, and we're going to see what the community, at least in NAU, I'm assuming this is mostly NAU. I don't know if people are saying this in, I don't know. How could they possibly get this to China? Like, they don't have Discord or YouTube over there, so maybe someone managed to get a hold of it. But I'm assuming this is mostly NAU, or I guess other servers that also have Discord and YouTube, which is everyone that's not China, basically, which is I guess it's not gonna be just NAU in that case. We're gonna have some Southeast Asia. Anyway, we're gonna get a general consensus on what the favorite character is. Let me know in the description below, and we're gonna do a video on that in the future. Today, though, we're gonna be doing a video on my favorites. Not a lot of these characters I talk about. I don't really play them that often, but we're gonna be playing my favorite characters today, even if they're not the best anymore. I don't know, because some of them I say used to be my favorite, nowadays they're not really my favorite. So it has a lot to do with not just were they once good, but also do I still enjoy them? Do I think they're versatile survivors? If the answer is yes, they fall into my favorites. So today we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing that with Blake. We're a little bit early today, so Blake is not yet here. It's 6:55. We could do a little practice on my Stinky account. While we wait, you guys can hop in on the chat, say hello, what's up? Miki's here. How you doing, Miki? Hope you're having a good day. We got Zacho, Oka, Net, Lantern, Keith. Thank you for the cool concept compliment. Kill for Kills, welcome back, my man. Alright, Stinky is online. Come back, Stinky. It's been a while since I've done this, so we're gonna need to do some practice on it anyway while we're waiting for Blake. Knowing me, I'm gonna be practicing for 20 minutes. I'm only gonna think 5 minutes past is the best part. So you do need a second person to do this. Because when you drop one bot, that bot is not able to get rid of. So I am gonna need Stinky to help me out here. Also, he can test if I'm actually doing the trick right. How you guys doing? We got Caitlyn with the... I don't know what that is. I think that's supposed to be a koala profile. I think we had a discussion on this before. The koala profile picture. Ooh, 53rd Thief. And people play... Or not Thief, but Lucky Guy. And people are playing Lucky Guy more recently, so... Not bad. I haven't touched him in a long time. Long time as in a few weeks. When you play the game every day, it really does feel like it's a koala. Listen, I think we talked about this before. We did it, didn't we? I think we talked about this because now I have people again telling me that's not a koala. Yeah, we definitely talked about it in that case. We definitely did. Alright, let's get my hunter in position here. Come on, Stinky. Get your cheeks over there. Yeah. Well, we don't really need to pick this up, but may as well. Alright, guys. That's not a koala. Dude, by the time we get in position, I think Blake's already going to be online. Alright. We could just blink Stinky over there. How you doing, Stinky? So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. Do I still know how to do this? Yes, I do. That's pretty good. You don't even need to look back, really, but just to show you guys. So when it comes to the bot placements, it's a little different than the illusion. The illusion is right on top of you. It's not technically on top of you, it's solidly behind you. But with the robot, you can see, look at how far it is when it, well, I walked a little bit there, but assuming you're walking, look how far away it spawns from you. So you gotta be a little bit careful here with where you drop that robot. Right. So yeah, I see a lot of mechanics, they mess this up because they don't do it in the right spot. They do it too early. They do it too early. So if you do it too early, then this is what's gonna happen if you do it too early. If you like, they be standing inside the doorway and then they do it, which is really bad because this is what happens. This is easily just walk right through. Is Blake here yet? I don't know if Blake's here yet. Come here, Mr. Stinky. Let's get Stinky over here. There's actually a really cool spot here as well. You can do the same thing over here. I don't know if I would ever do this in rank. Maybe a last resort, or if I get really consistent with it, but this one is pretty hard. Let's see if we can do it first try. Okay, did we do it first try? Oh yeah, we did it first try. Yeah, we're also going to be doing Hunter today. Not just Survivor. So the way it's going to work is we're going to be doing 2 matches of my favorite characters each. By the way, that was bad, but it is really hard. This one is much easier. Oh, this one isn't that much easier, but it is, I would say, much easier. I mean, compared to that one, I think this one is much easier. Watch me fail this one first try. There we go, good stuff. So yeah, if you're gonna test out these body blocks and get good at it, you are gonna need a friend or a second device is what I recommend. I mean, this is the easiest thing. This is how I record all my videos. Literally, most of my videos is just me using myself to walk around the Hunter. Bro, without Stinky. Stinky was literally made just so I can make him walk around in the videos or chair people or just stand there or do something. But yeah, I think now is good enough. I think that's good enough practice. The pallets should be easy enough. Bro, if I mess up the pallets when I'm doing it, when I'm able to do this and I find a way to mess up the pallets, I don't know what to say. If the pallet is still up, it should be very easy to get the body block as long as you walk in a straight line. Do it like 2 meters after you walk away, about 2 meters. Any particular reason for the poll? Not really. Just my friend made a poll a few days ago. It wasn't even a few days ago. It was literally yesterday. They made a poll. And I'm like, this is a really cool idea. So I'm like, hey, I can do a stream centered around this. I'll post an announcement. And you know what? We can do a community-themed event around this. We could even branch out, make it like, what are your top 3 most annoying hunters and survivors? Or just in general, what is the most annoying hunter? And we could do like a top 3 from the community rather than picking just your top 3 most annoying. Just pick one and we can go off the top 3 from there. I mean, people usually have a lot of favorites, but when it comes to annoying stuff, I'm assuming people have one most annoying character by far. But you never know. Some people will always be a little close. You know, everyone differs a little bit. Anyway, one of my characters could get banned today, despite me not being a big fan of her. So if she's available, we're going to pick it. Besides that, the other 2 characters should never get banned here. So we should be able to play them. Once I get these 2 games of the first one, I'm just going to play the rest just straight. Just 2 games in a row of each. We maybe should ban Opera Singer if I'm going to be playing this character, but I guess we might not even get to play them. Okay, looks like we're not going to be able to play this favorite character today on this match. Well, we're going to play it today, but not this match. So instead, we're going to move to my next favorite character, and I think this is going to be a great map for him. A lot of good spots where you could leave a nice ball. Acrobat. Acrobat is one of my favorite survivors. There's a lot of tech with Acrobat, surprisingly. You know, as you guys know, there is the what's it called? The Chinatown tech with the 2 houses that are bridging together. Not hotel, but the other houses. The ones that are way more useless. That have no pallets inside of them, except greenhouse with the pallet at the bottom, which is basically useless. You can actually skip the staircase by going around. Sorry, you can skip going around by just jumping over the stairs and over the railing, and you can do that with Acrobat. And I'm pretty sure you can do that on Hospital as well. It's not really as necessary, but the option is still there. The point is, Acrobat's got a lot of cool tech with him, and you're going to notice a theme with a lot of my characters, besides one of them. They all have a lot of tech involved. I find that the coolest. When there's a cool tech with a character, whether that be you just know a jump spot, or you know a cool way to use their ability, or just like showcasing how good their ability can be, even in spots where you didn't expect. So one of Acrobat's things is, yes, he's got the cool jump spots, but also there's a lot of times where I see Acrobats drop a bomb, right? And when I first saw Acrobat being used in top play, there were so many times where I'm just surprised, like, wow, that fully covers the whole area so that the hunter can't go around the bomb. The bomb area is very wide. It's very wide, so there's a lot of times where you could drop a bomb and it looks like it shouldn't block the whole passage, the whole narrow entrance, but it does. So you can very easily catch a hunter with a fire bomb, a black bomb early, and of course the white bomb is very good in places where the hunter has to vault the window. I haven't played Identity 5 since, well, since yesterday, I guess. I played yesterday, technically, but it wasn't ranked. So it might be a little bit rusty here, because the hunters on my ult account, I was playing on my ult account, aren't exactly the brightest hunters, so we'll see how things go here. Gotta lock in. Bikey, can we get a Miki's Choice stream too? Sure, I guess so. Although I do want to do a Q-ish stream on Thursday. Oh my god, it's a nightmare. I'm shaking in my boots. I do want to do a Q-ish stream on Thursday. And then after that, I guess we don't have anything planned. So we could do a Miki's Choice. Just to get more advertisement for the poll, why not? When Miki ever gonna upload? That's a good question. Miki's my friend, by the way, guys. He's in chat right now. He used to upload streams. And then he stopped one day. It's not really his thing, he said. Which I'm surprised, because Miki loves talking, bro. He will not stop talking. Okay, I'm joking. Good lord, what are these takes? Knight might be in there. That's a good one. I definitely thought about Knight. When I was picking the list, I was like, Knight is a really interesting one. I do love Knight. But I almost feel it's a little bit too easy to predict. Because if you just vault or drop something, the hunter has no choice but to use their ability 99% of the times. I mean, hold up, no Cypher spawn shack. Okay, so there's got to be a Cypher here then. And I can tell it because the Cypher didn't turn yellow. If there's no Cypher inside of shack that turns yellow, that means there's no Cypher in shack. At this distance, once you get closer to shack, it should light up there. It's just like from experience. I know how close you need to get to shack for the Cypher to light up relative to other Cypher machines. Psyche, how are you feeling the haircut? I actually really like the haircut. And then at the very end, my barber asked me, do you want to put wax in your hair? I'm like, he asked me, do you want to put pomade? I think it was something that makes your hair shiny. Some of you guys will know the name. I have no idea what the name is. Pomade, something like that. He asked me if I wanted gel or wax. And he was pretty intent on putting one of those things in. And I'm like, asking him, what do each of those things do? He was like, okay, the wax holds it, the gel makes it stronger, and the pomade just makes it shiny. I'm like, all right, don't put gel, because my hair gets really hard. Like, my hair is already very good at standing up on its own. I don't do any, hold up, I do gotta focus here in case I get teleport on. I don't do anything with my hair. The way my hair stands up is on its own. Now, granted, if I blow dried it with hot air, it would do it even better, which is what he did. But after that, you don't really need anything else. So, in my head, I'm like, you know what, let's not do gel, because when I've tried that, it literally turns my hair rock solid. Like, it just cannot move. So I told him try the gel. And bro, I regretted it. It was perfect, and then I feel like I overdid it, telling him, yeah, put wax in, because now it's really hard. And even he told me, hey, you probably look better. You probably looked better without the wax. It's more you. That's literally what he said. He literally said it looks more like you without the wax. Besides that, I thought it was perfect. I thought he nailed it before then, so it is what it is, though. Should've went with the pomade. Should've just went with my gut. I always do this. Every single time I'm at the barber, I always do this. I'm always like, you know what, let's try something new, and it never works. I'm trying here. I'm not the one to say no to new things. I'm like, you know what? Against my own gut, even though I know gel doesn't work, maybe wax will work. Nope, it didn't. Should've trusted my gut. And I don't know why I'm trying it. It was already really good by itself. You know, I think it should be a talent that if you can wear your hair without any holding products, that should be a talent in it of itself. I'm gonna wait here before I continue this cipher to see if he chases the prosecutor. Maybe I should have just kept decoding, honestly. Okay, I will decode now. Maybe I should have just kept decoding. Hard to say. Okay, looks like we're anyway gonna need another cipher. We might not even win this game anymore, or not tie. We were looking like a tie situation. Now this is not looking like a tie anymore. Now this is looking really rough. Because, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do here? He's gonna get stuck on the rock. Nice. Oh, do we still have shelter? Because I have sneak, apparently. He doesn't have a crow on that chair. Oh, man, that hits. Do we have to use this? I'm gonna use this just to be safe. Hopefully we can survive. Nice, we do survive. Oh, that's not preferable. Yes, we caught the crow, so now he can't teleport on Prospector. He could teleport on me, but it's not very useful to teleport on me. If we could get away from the Cypher, it would be nice, but it's not like I can exactly leave. I can't exactly leave, because if I leave, I'm going to get a crow teleported on. And I'm just going to immediately die. So if I walk away from these pelts, he's going to teleport, I'm going to immediately die. Which would just lead me to get chaired at the Cypher. A lot of people will be like, oh, leave the Cypher, leave the Cypher, leave the Cypher. And they leave the Cypher, and they immediately die. I got to run away. No, he has to run away. He has the crow. Let's see what he does. Okay, he is running away. How far is he going to run away, though? Man, we don't have anyone to rescue that guy. Do I still have shelter? I do still have shelter. Looks like shelter's not going to be any use here because we don't have time to heal. Again, one of the problems with healing in this game, you don't exactly have time to heal. By the way, we're not going to step near the Cypher just so he doesn't get a warning that I'm here. Okay, he didn't throw the crow on the Cypher, so let's just go back on it. I don't know how he's going to make this rescue. I don't think he can make this rescue. He's trying anyway. We're so screwed against Nightmare because if we don't rescue, then he easily stops the exit gates. The thing about Nightmare is when Nightmare doesn't have a chair going, you can literally sometimes just wait out the crows. You could just literally wait out the tension because his chase is so bad on certain maps, like Hospital. Terrible map for Nightmare. Let's see if he can make it, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's a teleport right there. Probably on the chair, maybe on the Prospector if he had a crow on him. Yeah, I think that's game, guys. I think that's game. It was a good attempt. Acrobat was very good here. The best part about Acrobat is the crazy amount of items he has. It's insane how much items Acrobat has. We used one ball this game, and we still have... At the moment, we only have... How many do we have? Oh, no, we actually used 2. My bad. We used 2 balls, and we can even get a 4th one. We have 3 left, which is a lot. I'm just going to surrender now. We're not surrender now. I'm going to disagree to surrender, just so we can start the next surrender timer, but I think we can wait out the tension. There's not a whole lot Nightmare can do. I'm going to actually stand right here to see if he comes from double doors. If he comes from double doors, it means you could just go straight for dungeon. But if we don't see him come from double doors, we're just going to stand at the top right there and wait out the tension. Is there any ball we could really use here? Not really. The only one we could use is like the mud ball, so when he drops down, he'll drop down into the mud. That's not a bad idea. We do have to be careful here. We just want to stand on a height here so that the crow isn't able to, what's it called? He could actually be coming from that side as well. Oh, shoot. There he is. There he is! Did he step in the mud bomb? Nope, but he went around it, so then that makes it take longer to go around. Perfect. We still got it anyway. Can you play Mind's Eye, bro? Mind's Eye is not one of my favorites, no. I wish Mind's Eye had more stuff going for her. She's a cool character. I love the blindness concept. And then they made her not blind. She used to actually be blind a long time ago when she had like a black screen all around her. That was really cool. I really liked her back then, but not a really practical character. I don't even think she's really that fun. I don't think there's really anything fun about... You know, you don't have a lot of things to do as Mind's Eye is the problem. Against hunters who know what they're doing, you're going to be struggling even against hunters like Nightmare and Wu Cheng. Just from that slower drop in. Your ability doesn't really do anything. It makes them interact slower for 8 seconds, but 8 seconds usually equates to just 1 interaction slower. Yeah, it is 0-0-1, unfortunately. Rest in peace. Could have been a tie, but you know, once you die one time on a Cypher with Nightmare, you're kind of in trouble, because then everyone else is injured. You had to start a fresh Cypher. He can go pressure that Cypher, even if you prime your old one at that point. Well, now he's got everyone at half health. Maybe we could have healed. Alright, looks like she is available. One of my favorite characters is Mechanic. I hate Mechanic. I absolutely hate Mechanic, but I will say I despise the way people play Mechanic. Mechanic in itself, when you play her a different way that's not just instantly dropping the robot, she is pretty fun. She is pretty versatile, especially with the body blocking tech. And especially when you see characters, survivors like Persica in the China server using her correctly. It's really nice. It's really not a bad survivor on kiting at that point, which is ironic because she is decoder. Granted, her decoding is not that amazing. Now with the bot decoding -6% slower, along with robot, the mechanic herself decoding -20% slower with just 1 person injured. Or is it like negative 25% still right now with the nerf? I don't remember what it is now. But something changed with the nerf. It's either negative, it was either negative 15% and now it's negative 20, or it was negative 20, now it's negative 25. I can't remember. She's a very hard survivor to play though, realistically. But bro, I've been saying this from the beginning. Any old viewers here remember when Mechanic first got nerfed so that her durability sucked? I was saying from the beginning, do not drop your robot from the start of the game. And everyone who played Mechanic was just dropping the robot from the start of the game, and Mechanic just didn't do anything because it would just get found, it dies, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't help her kite. The Hunter could literally just straight up ignore her for the rest of the game because her decode sucked. You have to play Mechanic in a way that holds onto your robot early game. And I've been saying this for literally years. And then Persica comes along, does exactly that, and what do you know? Everyone wants to play Mechanic. Everyone wants to body block with Mechanic. But Mechanic is still a very hard survivor to play realistically. It's not easy by any means. Oh yeah, now it's Wu-Ching as well. Let's see, that's a nice block, but he still has his umbrella up as the palm. Maybe we can mind game him here. Nice, we do mind game him there. What is he doing? He's vaulting, I see. We're still in a lot of trouble here. Can we get the... Didn't get it, unfortunately. That's such a shame. I was tapping to drop the pallet, but it didn't work. Yes, we're going to dodge the bell. Really bad bell from him. Man, what a shame. I tried to tap the drop button, but it just didn't work. We still have Flywheel, which unironically is not that bad against Wu-Ching. Though I think I would have preferred Broken Windows, that being said. Hard to say. Nice Flywheel there. You can really delay. I don't know if we're going to live here still. That was really bad. Now he's got the umbrella up. We can't really move anywhere. We're stuck here. He's going to have to break this. He will break this 99% of the time. Nope, he just has break. Damn, that's a shame. If we didn't just mess up that pal drop, we would have been fine. That is the problem with Mechanic. Like, one mistake or, like, one situation where you're just in a bad area and you're going to need to use a lot of your resources early. It's still not a bad kite. We're still going to tie this game better than a lot of randoms here. And maybe we could even win this match. We do have Antiquarian, and it is just a Wu-Ching, which is not really the scariest hunter in the game. Oh, that's not good, though. He took a free hit. By the way, he took 2 hits. May I mention, he took 2 hits. Not 1 hit. He had a fog, and then he took a second. Man, I hate Escapologist. He's such a terrible survivor. One of these days, they'll give him a good buff. He does have a buff coming right now, but... Man, he also gave full presence with that hit, unfortunately. Otherwise, he would not have been full presence. Hopefully, she will just do me a good drop right there. Okay, she chose not to drop. Okay, what was that right there? Oh, look. We gotta stick with her for now. We can't really leave because of Soul Siphon. Man, not a good time to drop that pallet. We're gonna die most likely here. She just completely killed us dropping that pallet. Mechanic cannot deal with drop pallets. You have to go for stuns most of the time. Really bad pallet drop from her. And if she just left it up, she could body block it, or I could go for a pallet stun, but dropping it means that we can now do neither. You can't body block for me. You could if you wanted to, but it's a lot harder than just standing between a pallet. Man, what is she hiding? Okay, unfortunately, that's actually really bad. That's really bad, because now the hunter is literally cutting her off now. So if she takes a hit, she's going to be very far from the chair. That was a very bad... Okay, and he's not decoding. He thinks he's going to save our life with a... What's it called? With the... Well, the flywheel's almost up. Maybe we can rebound this. Okay, he dies for free. Average random. I'm going to... Nope, I didn't die there. Dodge the bell here? No, we're so dead. I had to use that. No option there. Literally right off a cooldown. He doesn't have his umbrella, thankfully, but man, this Escapologist is literally throwing. I don't know what else to say. It's the simplest way to put it. He's just throwing. He's just bad at the game. I don't know what else to tell you. He's just bad. He's probably gonna bell here, but there's not a whole lot we can do. Maybe she can do something. I don't think she's gonna be able to do something. I don't even think she should really help me. Okay, she failed, unfortunately. Hopefully she doesn't die for it. She's still going for it? No, please don't go for it. Oh, we're so dead. We lost. She's using flywheel when he didn't even swing. You know how slow his balloon swing is? Oh, what a shame. We're probably going to lose this game now. We probably don't even have a last cipher. Antiquarian's going to die here for free. Yep, she's going to die here for free, unfortunately. The good news is she died away from a chair. So it's going to take a long time to chair. But let's check our Cypher progress here. Maybe it could have been a win had this guy just freaking decoded, but he's being useless instead. I mean, as if he's not playing a useless survivor. He's also being really bad at the game. So we'll see here. Yeah, this progress has... There's nothing. This is 20% right now. It was making no sound. Now it's making sound. It makes sound when it hits 20%. This is... This fog is literally useless. I don't know how else to tell you. It's literally useless. It is literally useless. I don't know how else to tell you. Jesus, man. He's not going to make it here. Maybe the hunter will get thrown off by the fog, but shouldn't be that hard of a bell for him. Maybe he'll still make it. Nope, he didn't make it. And now we lose. Now we lose. Should have tied that. That should have been at least a tie, maybe a win. That could have been a win had the escape ball just started another Cypher machine instead of helping me. Then the fire investigator had to go help him, had to heal him up just for him to die really quickly. Not a whole lot I could do about that situation. The only thing I could really do better was had I just not gotten hit through that pallet. If I had not gotten hit through that pallet, different game. A little bit different game. Because after it would have still been really tough. It would have still been tough. Why is he going for him? You're not making that. You don't even, honestly, you don't even need the bell. He's not even making it, but he did that just to be safe. I don't know why he didn't, like, at least hit him there. But I guess the hunter has no idea that we're nowhere close to prime. Even the hunter thinks that we have a Cypher more prime by now, but we really don't. We really don't because of this escape ball just right here. Really unfortunate. Let's see. He's going to at least get a syringe, which is pretty useful. But yeah, unfortunately, we are just going to lose this game just straight up. Not a whole lot we can do about that at that point. We just need our survivors to make good decisions at that point. The anti-aquarium, dropping that pallet, hurts a lot, but, you know, it's not as bad as just dying for free at the rocket chair. Yeah, because why not? He gets the heal off, primes the heal, and he's going to give up. So, why? You could have gotten at least more points. Why did you even bother at that point, man? All right. I am going to wait a little bit for this guy to go away so we don't match with him again because holy crap. It just takes one player. It just takes one player, guys. Even if they're not the one who's getting chased. It's crazy. Even if they're not the one who's getting chased, I've had so many games that we lose because we have the weakest link on our team just do something like that. It only takes one person. It only takes one person. The weakest link always shows in Survivor, and it's crazy. All he had to do was decode, and he couldn't even do that. Literally, that's all you had to do. Like, the weakest link always shows in Survivor. It's sad. You can have 3 amazing players, or at least 3 players who are doing the right things at the right time, and then just it takes 1 player to do the wrong thing, and now you guys lose. So, it is what it is. I mean, what did he even do that game? Well, guys, what did he do? He was doing middle. The hunter went after him. He uses a fog. He uses a fog hit. Then he takes a third hit, or not a third hit, but a third... or second hit, which is essentially 3 uses of resources. Your item is a resource, his fog hit is a resource, and your health itself is a resource that you can take advantage of. Mostly for rescues or for getting to a boost to a kiting area, which is also not bad. Happens to be it's not really good when the hunter has blink, so you never really want to take a hit to use as a resource in this game. That being said, he did take 3 hits there for no reason. Anti-Coring was the one who had a rescue. Anti-Coring was also the one who had to rescue again, and he went down for free on that rescue. I don't even know why he's trying. I don't even know why he's trying. What does he think he's going to do with the fog? So, it is what it is. I'm going to wait a little bit longer here. Who is this guy, by the way? 31%. 1,097 matches. That is sad. That is sad. Because you look at me. I haven't had that good of a season. I've matched a lot of bad players. We've lost a lot of games that I've played really well. Or just tied a lot of games that I've played really well. I still have 495 matches. I have half the matches he does and almost the same star count. Which is insane. It's really sad to see. I mean, it just shows. It just shows. Anyway, hopefully we can get another game in. Too bad, because I feel like that was really good. That was a really good game. Still, besides the escapologist, I think that was pretty good. Besides, like again, the pallet hit happens. It happens. Anti-Coring dropped the pallet. It happens. We might not even survive, even if she didn't drop it. That has to be someone who plays double sessions. I've played almost every evening session this season. That has to be someone who plays double session. Okay, this is a high chance of a fool's gold right here. So, for this game, I said we would play 2 games of each character in a row. But how can I not go Thief when I know it's fool's gold? Thief is my next favorite character. I love Mechanic, I love Acrobat, I love Thief. I think they all have such cool, versatile aspects to their gameplay. Not just on kiting, but actually even supporting. Mechanic, not supporting, but more so positioning with the robot. Knowing how to position yourself really well is so important. It's so good when you know how to position yourself well as a survivor in the right place at the right time. But as the robot, as Mechanic, it goes to show if you know how to position yourself at the right place at the right time, making sure your robot is out of danger, and you yourself also out of danger. But also knowing when to drop the robot, being able to use it well in a kite. It shows, and it all looks really good. I love Mechanic. I love the concept of Mechanic, I should say. I love the concept of Mechanic. But unfortunately, she's not as good as she used to be. I used to play her a lot. She's in my top 8 most played characters in rank. But that was because she used to be very good. She was the best decoder for a long time. Is she still the best decoder? Oh, my mic was a little low. Is she still the best decoder? It depends on the hunter. Like against Wu Cheng, I would rather honestly pick Composer. The speed boost preventing him from getting his bell, because you know when you give a hunter presence with your robot, it can be a big deal against certain hunters as mechanics. Not always, but some of them, like Wu Cheng, you really don't want to give the bell. Because it is pretty decent at a survivor that anyway like travels pretty slow from vaulting and dropping stuff like Mechanic. So Wu Cheng will generally not have that hard of a time catching up to her and using that bell in the first place. Unlike Composer, who's very mobile, very out of the way, it's going to be very hard even getting one hit on him, which makes it even further to actually catch him later on in the game because you're not getting that bell. At least with Mechanic, you're getting that bell. Now with Composer. So in that game, I would probably rather be Composer. But if it's stuff like Hula Baloo, Goatman, or Shadow, Mechanic is definitely better. The best decoder out of all the decoders in that kind of situation. No doubt about it. That being said, it really helps to know how to play Mechanic correctly, even when it's not those hunters. So, not dropping it right away, because once you do drop it right away, you're pretty much surrendering a tie. Assuming your bot doesn't just die for free at some point while you're in balloons. Which, if that happens, you guys will have a very hard time tying after that. If your kite wasn't good. At least if you did a tie kite, it might be still fine, you know. The hunter's fool's gold. Okay. Well, it wasn't fool's gold, but you never know. Maybe it was a fool's gold player who switched away from fool's gold. But there is a player out here who just bans harassers. There are multiple fool's gold players who ban cowboy and batter specifically, which is, by the way, not a good ban because there's more harassers than just that. Very good ones at that. There is still, like, why cowboy, by the way? Why cowboy, by the way? But that's besides the point. There's still others, like Wowling, which is very good. The problem is the hunter's gonna know where I'm coming from. This is not gonna work. Maybe if he, maybe he doesn't expect it. Okay, he obviously doesn't expect it. He went inside church. Why would you go inside church? I don't know why he went inside church, but he went inside church. Why not? Anyway, this is mostly a 50% rescue, but I think we're gonna die here. I don't know why Blake keeps sending me to go rescue. I can't survive if the hunter goes after me. Oh, nice addiction, man. They're nerfing that in the next update, thankfully. But it's crazy how far it reaches. Like, I wasn't that close to the archer and it's still triggered. I'm very happy that they're nerfing that in the next update. Not because it's necessarily OP, but it's too forgiving. The range is too forgiving. Let's be honest here. Like, come on. I'm not supporting her and it still triggers. Supporting is like when you're within like 12 meters of a hunter. Like, were we within 12 meters of a hunter? Maybe we were. What is the current range? What's the current range? Is it like 16, 20? I don't think the current range is what it used to be. I think that was buffed as well a while ago in the persona changes. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't exactly remember. Hold up, what's going on here? Oh, Seer just went down, unfortunately. Is Archer going to be able to save him? Looks like nah, unfortunately. Alright, maybe she's still going for it. Okay, she was not able to do anything. Man, we're decoding so slow now. Good thing that we have Broken Windows this game, because Flywheel is going to be much worse against Nightmare. Still usable against zero presence, and against full presence, Flywheel's only usable if he already jumped one time without hitting you. Because then on the second jump, you can Flywheel and you can't swing immediately. But it is what it is. He does kill the archer, unfortunately, pretty easily, may I add. So now I don't know if we're going to be able to win this game. We were looking pretty good when he randomly chased that seer. Now I don't know. Now I don't know. The archer should have ran away. I don't know why we got teammates who have been on chair, who are a target for the hunter, and the hunter will gladly chase you instead of the seer because they know they will lose the game if they stick to the seer. And they're just standing there anyway. Little stuff like this, guys. Little stuff like this. No one ever talks about it. Positioning, like with mechanic. Just knowing your positioning, knowing what you should do at the right place at the right time, it makes or breaks your games. And this is definitely an example where had this archer just immediately ran away from the Cypher, we would have been in a much better spot. Granted, no one will be working on a last Cypher machine, but it does free up Archer for a last resort. You know, she doesn't have to harass now. She can harass when she's more dead on chair, when the seer's more dead on chair, rather than now when the hunter will anyway go after her, you know? You can do that later in the game. By the way, did you guys catch that? He just used his teleport, or not his teleport, but his Raven teleport. Which is very important to keep in mind of. It means that he cannot do anything when we do this gate. And by the way, the other guy should do the gate when you have the crow. There's two reasons. The first reason is when the hunter teleports on you with the crow, it's not on top of the gate, so you don't just immediately die. We have a really good window here we can use for a window boost. But in this situation, since he doesn't have his Raven teleport, we're still going to give him the gate. Because if you have the Raven, you decode 10% slower. That also includes the gate. So we're definitely going to give him the gate. It just means that we get to do the gate 2 seconds faster. It depends because it's a percentage. So if you already finished the gate 50%, then it's only going to be 1 second slower because you still have 50% left. 50% of a gate is 10 seconds. Crow 10% is going to add 1 second. So it all depends. But point is, it's slower if you have the crow on you. If you have a teammate, let the teammate do it. Especially if the hunter has to teleport up, because you don't want to be on gate. Usually the gates don't have anything usable nearby. Chikai word from Nightmare. All right, not bad. We didn't do anything with the flashlight that game. We also didn't get chased. It would be very good early game. Against a lot of hunters, it's still good later in the game. It's harder to use for sure. Happens to be against Nightmare. It's almost never useful. So that's too bad. Good thing we didn't need to use it though. And at the end of the day, you could always search a chest. You know, Thief has some 100% faster chest searching, which makes it pretty efficient for him to be like, okay, if this ability is useless against this hunter in the late game, like Clown would be a good example. It's almost useless to have flashlight against Clown because he will always be able to hit you before you're able to remove his dash. You may as well get another ability. But it all depends on the situation. Alright, who is this hunter banning? Novelist. This might be opera singer. Barmaid is very interesting. Could be photographer. I don't know. We're gonna go mechanic again. Okay, this is a survivor that really makes me nervous because this is not like a guaranteed 3-cypher kite survivor. You make one mistake and you're probably not gonna be able to 3-cypher kite after that. Depending on the hunter, flywheel can or cannot be good. It really depends on the hunter though. So we'll have to see. And, you know, it's also Leo's memory, so the windows are not going to be too useful as mechanic. The main two windows that are going to be useful, or the main one window, is going to be that downstairs window. The upstairs window, it's not good enough for mechanic. Without broken windows, the window's too far away from anything good, and with your slower vault speed, the hunter's about equal with you, so you don't really gain anything from vaulting that window at the top. So it's just too far away from anything else. Seki, did you like my night gameplay? Yes, I did. By the way, I did watch Creamy Michi's video. That's what she's asking about. It is Clown. Happens to be that mechanic is not going to be the worst against Clown. But it is a little bit scary. I don't know if there's anywhere good we can drop a bot here without having to waste this pallet. I have a feeling we're going to need to use this pallet no matter what here. Because even if I use the bot to body block, I'm just going to need to use the pallet right afterwards anyway. So I'm not really seeing a point. Looks like he actually waited here. And yeah, like I said, I don't really want to use the window here. He's actually not gonna... He is. Oh, that was a mistake on his end then. Hold up, I actually kind of messed up the body block here. Am I gonna be able to squeeze through? So, against exactly this hunter, you actually don't want to perfectly drop the bot in the middle, because you want to give yourself space so that you can walk between the bot. Let's actually fix that right now. I don't know if we can all the way. I guess that's the furthest we can go. So it's just like Magician. Just like Magician, you want to hold on to the... by the way, really smart clown player there that he didn't immediately dash right there. So that he didn't just waste his rocket dash. Happens to be that he didn't gain anything out of it either. He didn't kill the bot. He just saved his infinite rocket. He got the pallet out the way, I guess, but that's about it. So the thing about Clown is Clown has a really big hitbox. You are not going to be able to pass through the pallet if there's something in the way. If there's an illusion in the way, dude, the guy who placed the illusion could even misplace it and it won't matter because you cannot pass through that bot anyway. You were going to hit, or not the bot, but the illusion in that case. If you're against Magician, even if he doesn't perfectly place it, you don't need to. Nowadays it doesn't matter because he can walk through the illusion. But with Mechanic, you cannot walk through your bot. It doesn't work like that. So you got to be a little bit careful with it. And look at that. We're going to be able to finish a whole Cypher machine with 10% faster decoding, which is pretty good. The only issue now is that we might get chased here, and that is really scary. Looks like the Hunter's still going after Blake, though. We do have the flywheel, but you got to keep in mind that this Hunter's probably a baiter. He's probably a flywheel baiter. I'm probably... I mean, maybe I should use the flywheel on the first hit. Okay. It's kind of scary using the bot to decode because it's so easy for the bot to die, but... it is what it is. Hunter's not going to come to factory anymore because Cypher's already primed. I doubt they'll check factory. There it is. There's the blink. We all knew it was coming. Bot will be very good here because he can infinite rocket to the Cypher. He's going to kill a bot. Just a bot. And this bot is also going to be able to later do the gate if he doesn't address it. So he has to address this bot. I also have to address the fact I'm going to get crows soon, though. It takes about... I've never counted how long it takes crows, but it doesn't take that long if you don't do anything. It's like I think it's like a minute 30, or like, what is it? 2 minutes? Something like that. Anyway, we still need another Cypher machine here. It sounds like the patient had one. It sounds like the patient has one right here. So let's go ahead and do the Cypher machine. Or maybe it was that Cypher. Oh no, is it going to be after half? No, it is going to be after half. That Cypher has no progress on it. You can already tell because it's making no sound. Okay, it's this Cypher, and the Cypher's not primed. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is a really bad place for the bot. We gotta ditch. I can't lose my bot right now. If I lose my bot, we're not gonna have any decode going for us this game. If he gets basemented... oh, that's not good. We need to decode another Cypher machine. That's it. Screw that. Man, but if I decode another Cypher machine, you could just freely go after the patient. I'm gonna hope the patient's not gonna get chased. I can have main body pressure Shack. We do have flywheel. I'm not happy about it, because he can dodge the flywheel. Is he gonna pick up? Okay, he is gonna pick up. This Cypher, we're not gonna get the Cypher done. You can forget the Cypher. We're not getting it. Okay, he's just gonna chair normally. Nice. He's not gonna go for basement. So he is gonna drop... he might drop a peeper here. I gotta be careful. He's gonna crawl through that window. Probably gonna go for me here. We're already in a good position to rescue here. I'm not gonna use the flywheel here. There's no point. There's no point to use the flywheel. If I use the flywheel, I would anyway get hit right after. Now, there might be more of a point to use the flywheel. Just because I don't want to die and go to basement. You know, that's not helping anyone either. So that is how you correctly use flywheel. Because if I use flywheel, we would have anyway gotten hit. You see how often he's dodging? Guys, he dodged like, I swear, like 7 times. Can I heal you? Ooh, I would love to heal you. I don't have modified drill, thankfully. He just put an infinite rocket. Okay, we can forget this. But I need a second to actually put this guy on the gate. We don't have to rush this game. Okay, we're here. We could just go together here. Hopefully she'll make it. I don't think she's making it. Okay. My man just assumed he had no detention and the prediction worked out really well. Really good prediction from the patient. A little bit risky, but sometimes you gotta do what you have to do. In that situation, it was actually very good play. I think he might have also already known that he didn't have detention. I think something in his build must have gave it away that he doesn't have detention. And she's already doing the gate, so. Bot can stay in the back, heal up. I'm definitely going to prioritize going in first. I mean, if we can freely heal, patient's not going to die here. Patient has full health. Yeah, he has to address the robot, which is one of the advantages of mechanic. When you do a good positioning there, maybe we went too early there. You might be able to argue we went too early there, but Patient's still gonna make it out. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, really good stuff there. Really important, by the way, we do not waste the flywheel on that rescue. I cannot tell you guys how many people just panic flywheel. They're like, oh, the hunter hits me. If the hunter hits me and I use flywheel, good value equals good value. No, if you flywheel and you don't have anything to use after you flywheel and you're just going to take a hit right after, there was no point of the flywheel. That's assuming we even hit the flywheel. So assuming we hit the flywheel, okay, we're gonna hit the flywheel, we're gonna stop him from dashing. He's gonna still basic hit us, and the flywheel makes the rocket dash have a 6-second cooldown. So he's gonna miss the rocket because the flywheel hits us, the rocket's already up. He's gonna knock us down instantly again. That's why we save the flywheel, because there's no point of using the flywheel. So if you guys are gonna use flywheel, which is a trait I don't really like, but hey, both times we used it so far, it was extremely good. 3 times if you count the fact I used it 2 times in that same Wu Chang match. It is extremely good against certain hunters. Very hunter situational, but if you know the right time to use it, okay, there we go. Usually I don't get hunters dodging in ring match. Usually that happens a lot more often in quick match. Does this count as a rant? Not really. This has more to do with people who use flywheel wrong. Again, they use it on rescues, which that's okay if you're far from the chair. If you're gonna take a hit and you know you're gonna take a second hit before you use the flywheel, without using the flywheel, then you should just use it for that basic hit, because then when the hunter misses that flywheel, they hit you again, but sometimes that's close enough already to get you the rescue. In that case, go ahead and use it. But if you're already at the chair, there's no point of using the flywheel. No point. Even if you hit the flywheel on the hit, the hunter just swings right after anyway. So, big mistake, big common mistake there is they waste the flywheel when you're anyway gonna get hit. A lot of people are afraid of the hit, they flywheel it. What was the point? You're gonna get hit right after anyway. So save the flywheel when you actually need it, when you actually are going to prevent a hit, and you can combine it with a pallet or a window, and even if the hunter misses and they still keep going after you, you're saving a lot more time for your team that way, rather than just using it and buying you half a second that you were anyway going to take a hit right after. So keep that in mind. Use your flywheel sparingly. It's on a 135-second cooldown after that. Remember that. Anyway, let's get off this kite shelter build. I'm not using kite shelter. By the way, they actually fixed a bug with kite shelter. Apparently kites, or not kite shelter, my build specifically I'm saying kite shelter, but apparently, guys, by the way, I should probably explain the spawn. A common mistake that I see survivors do is they will spawn between the painter and the meteorologist here. That is a bad spawn to do, because now the hunter will spawn to the left. They will easily block Big Boat. Now meteorologist is a chase target and barmaid is a chase target, so both of those guys are in a dangerous position. Barmaid is in a good spot, but she can't transition, so it'll mean that the hunter gets a pretty fast start to their chase. The meteorologist has to, they can find a way probably to stay around logs, but it might cost them an ability. So that is expensive, or they could run towards middle, which is a more dangerous area, and save their ability for longer that way. But either way, it's not great. And most of all, Big Boat is blocked, which forces the painter to a more dangerous cipher, which means now if a hunter has like teleport or something like that, okay, this guy does not know rotations. You should not be going, unless the hunter's coming towards him. If the hunter's not coming towards him, you should not be going in my direction. You should be going towards middle. I don't know why she's going to Shack. Shack is going to be barmaid's cipher, or she does the cipher next to it. Now, it could be that middle didn't spawn this game, in which case she should have immediately gone to Big Rock. The problem with the spawn, and why it also doesn't work on paper like I say it should, is because people just don't know what they're doing. If this meteorologist just knew the rotation, she would know that the most ideal rotation is, since I'm in the back of the map, I should do small bow. She's closer to the middle, she should head towards middle if she sees the hunter's not coming to him. Because she's nearer middle, she can see if the hunter's coming to her or not immediately. Which can immediately tell her if she should go do a cipher or kite at small bow. In which case, I would give her this area. But a lot of people, you see, this meteorologist has 21% on the cipher machine. That should have been like at least 40%. Had she known what she was doing, had she known the rotation a little bit better. This is the better spawn, but unfortunately, a lot of people just don't know what they're doing. In fact, In fact, I'm not even sure people understand why this spawn is a thing. I'm sure at least one person, at least one of these randoms was probably like, oh, this Acrobat's picking a terrible spawn, without even realizing that the L spawn has so many disadvantages to it that are hurt and seen much harder when you actually do. You just don't realize it because you're not playing as the hunter. But like once you play as the hunter, you realize how big of a disadvantage it is. And I see top hunters in China, when they get the chance, they do the spawn all the time. They spawn at small bow, they block big bow, they have the option of shack or middle. The guy at middle pretty much has to transition, so he's not going to be able to do small bow even if it spawns. Or not the guy at middle, but the guy closer to small bow, but close also near middle. And of course, the guy at middle, it is always possible the guy at middle gets chased. And if you're playing something like journalist or coordinator, it is very dangerous to do that Cypher machine at that point. I assume they're going to go for one more rescue here. Who is the one decoding? Okay, that's the meteorologist. Looks like we're not going to be. It looks like no one's rescuing him. I guess the meteorologist didn't want to use the cloud. Or she thought the barmaid would rescue. I mean, I'm pinging myself in the corner here. Maybe they thought I would rescue. Oh, it's actually in the middle. No, that's fine though. Well, that's a shame. Someone should have rescued him. I was thinking the barmaid would rescue. If I'm gonna rescue, I always ping. I always say stay put, I'm coming, like the moment the guy goes down. But maybe I should have just offered to go do it. The thing about it is, if you end up having two people go to rescue, you guys are probably gonna lose that match. I think we're gonna lose this match anyway, though. Looks like we're gonna lose this match anyway. Even if we rescued him, I would not be decoding, barmaid would be decoding, or vice versa. I would be decoding, but barmaid would not. So we would still be at 4 ciphers remaining or now. Man, by the way, I did both ciphers this game. I'm just now realizing. Is she gonna make it? She makes it, but now someone's gonna die. Someone should have rescued her. It could have been me. I thought the barn would go for it. And if we did, then I guess it would delay our death a little bit. But look at our cipher. We would still lose. I mean, we did no rescues there, and you still see how far behind we are on deco. There's no shot. There's really no shot. It is almost done though. But again, if she went to rescue, then hers wouldn't have been almost done. Or if I went to rescue, mine would not be done. So what form was this again? This is black form. You gonna bell here? What is this? Can you hit the chair for me, bro? Save the ball. We don't need it. And now she's gonna get picked up. No. Yeah, that's it. Maybe the meteorologist. If I were the meteorologist, I would get on some height right now. And did he use the umbrella? I can't tell if he used the umbrella because he just suddenly disappeared. By the way, this debuff right here lets you get seen by Wu Ching. So right now we're able to get seen by him. He sees us right now. Meow! Thank you for all the support on the champion collab so far. 2 weeks of pre-order until it's gone forever. I don't know why Instagram is giving me these recommendations. What did I do to deserve this? What in my recommended made you think that I want this? I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Dude, I checked my Instagram activity. 2 minutes daily average is what Instagram is giving me. I don't know what these are. I actually checked one of those Instagram what's it called, notifications, and it had nothing to do with whatever it said in the profile in the notification. I don't know what's going on, man. I think they're just trying to give me fake notifications at this point. Cause I checked one of them and I checked the description, like it was nothing. I don't know what they're thinking. There's really nothing. Oh, that's nice. Rest in peace, me, I guess. She's actually not gonna take a hit here, thankfully. Are we dead, by the way? Did she rescue before half? Meteorologist cypher's almost done. Barmaid cypher's also almost done, but she ran towards middle instead of shack. I guess she couldn't make shack. She wasn't able to make shack, I think. So she had to go over there. She was surviving there. She did a good job surviving, but it's not really going to matter at this point. It's like you drop your hands. Max is giving us like an in-depth explanation on how this match is going wrong with our teammates, and bro, I'm all for it, but I'm moving on to the next match. What the hell? Hey, this is actually the hunter that I managed to dungeon kite to axe and ever since then I haven't been able to win against him because just the randoms do something crazy. What was that? Was that plus 17 points right there? 9 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3? 7, 8? That was plus 17. Why did we get plus 17 points? Thief is the best point farmer, confirmed? Oh, because we lost a lot. How much did we lose? We lost 4 games in a row, damn. Well, if that doesn't tell you how our sessions are going, then I don't know what is. I mean, again, here. This game should have not been a loss, that's for sure. That's for sure, that should not have been a loss. I don't even remember, guys. I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember. It was probably something horrible, you know. That's why we're playing 6 games of Hunters today, because it's just a waste of time playing Survivor these days. By the way, this guy banned Toy Merchant. Why? Darkwoods? Did someone use my Toy Merchant kiting rod against them at the cabin? I still never got to try that, by the way. The one time I got to play Toy Merchant on Darkwoods, it was a Hermit with full presence. So if you do that trick, if you do that route, he's gonna go right through the walls and stop the route. So you have to take a different route. What did I say are my top 3? We played Thief, Mechanic. Man, did we already play all the survivors today? 2, 2. Oh no, we still need one more Thief. We need one more Thief today. Alright, we're going with broken windows. That's alright. We played 2 games of Acrobat. Did I say Gravekeeper? I didn't say Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper's not my favorite. Gravekeeper's good, very good, but he's not my favorite. By the way, just because I play these characters doesn't, like today, doesn't mean I always play them. You can play them well, don't get me wrong, but like Thief, should you guys play Thief? Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing Thief every single time they give him a rework, and every single time it failed, until one day they did give him a good rework. Looks like we're against Clown, which is going to be I want to say a very good hunter for us to go against, but I don't really have this map memorized as Thief. But, if you never walk into any objects, and you're pretty accurate with your flashlight, you can actually always stop his dash before it hits you. You just, again, you need to memorize the map well, and you need to stay calm. But his 0 presence dash and his 1000 presence, effectively. His 1000 and his 0 presence are the same speed, by the way. The only difference is that he can use the 1000 presence without putting on Infinite Rocket. But they are the same speed. If you were to have 0 presence and you put on an Infinite Rocket with no Wind Wings, it is the same speed as a 1000 presence rocket with infinite rocket and no Wind Wings. They're the same speed. The only difference is that with the 1000 presence rocket, like I said, you can use it without the Infinite Rocket, but also since you're not equipping an Infinite Rocket... Dude, this guy's not even going for me. I think he knows. I think this was the Clown like 2 days ago. Oh no, he's coming. No, he's not. He's not. I mean, you can tell. I think this is the guy who, a couple days ago, got absolutely destroyed. He was so intent. I don't know if this is the same guy. I'm not going to say this is the same guy, but like 2 or 3 days ago, I played Thief against a Clown on Ever Sleeping. And he did not give up. I think he went like a solid 40 seconds without giving up. He came over. He tried to take wide lines to dodge the flashlight. Didn't work. You remove his ability. And the thing about Clown, guys, the thing about Clown is that when you remove his ability as Thief, he has to go through the hit animation as if he hit a survivor. You know the animation that Clown does when he hits a survivor? That's the same animation that happens when you remove his ability with flashlight. Which means that by standing still, it gives you a free flashlight stun. But what happened in my match was a little bit different. What happened in my match was that I removed his ability in front of Tram. So he literally could not move. He was stuck in the animation and Tram ran him over before I could even finish stunning him. I'm like, alright, I'm out. I don't need to stun you. And you know the shocking part? He came back. He came back. He put on another Infinite Rocket and he tried the same thing again. This time he did not get hit by Tram, but he got flashlight stunned instead. Why? Because when you remove a Clown's ability, it forces him to be in that animation. That 1.5 second long animation. And by the way, it only takes 2 seconds to stun, 1 second if you're already 50% into your flashlight, which is what it takes to remove a hunter's ability. Nice, the shield actually saved his life right there, prevented him from going down. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so Clown is really weird in that when you remove his ability, it's not like Acrobat. Acrobat, he doesn't go through that animation. And I guess Knight doesn't matter because he can never cancel you once you're inside of a rocket. Unless it's Flywood. But that doesn't count. That's not his ability. By the way, we actually don't have enough decode this game. What happened? Okay, nice. Cowboy got the save off. Even if the Cowboy takes a hit right now, I can still rescue. And we can definitely assist this guy if we can keep removing the rocket. The only issue is that will he stay out in the open? We don't know. He needs to stay out in the open for us to be able to do anything. We need to stall this rescue right here. We cannot rescue immediately. He's going to head to Lower Riverside, which is not a very open area unless he stays on the river. Maybe he'll stay on the river. Who knows? Are you going to blink? Nice, he hit. We're going to remove his dash. We're actually even going to be able to stun him. He doesn't have Berserker or Wind Wings. And we're going to keep the rocket gone. So he literally cannot use the rocket right now. He'll be able to use it now. Hold up. Why are you putting that on? I'm gonna prevent that from getting put on. Guys, you can tell he didn't get to put on his pieces. Nice! We stopped him. There you go. That's what I was talking about, guys. You stop him and it puts him in an animation. Oh, I don't know why you did that. That's another opportunity to remove his dash. So now he cannot use his dash. And that's the advantage, is that he can't use his dash. He can't use his dash. There's just nothing he can do. He's just a hunter who's just walking around. There's nothing he can do. Even if he can use his dash. I'm gonna body block here. We're just gonna make sure our teammate survives here. Our Cowboy could get the rescue off. Please don't take a hit, though. Okay, now he needs to get the lasso off. He missed. Randoms in 4K, guys. Randoms in 4K. Now we might actually tie this game. I think we're gonna tie this game now, because now he's gonna knock down Lawyer. Lawyer didn't get immediately knocked down, but no one can save me still. And plus, he's stuck here now. At least he uses dash. Lawyer should have ran a little bit sooner. But yeah, no, man, I got these randoms. All he had to do was not use his lasso. Let me get shared. Just let me get shared. That's all he had to do. Let me get shared, do a regular full health rescue. Okay. We are going to get the rescue before half, but now Lawyer just dies for free. And unfortunately, the flashlight doesn't really do anything against full presence rocket anymore. It's too fast. Only the, which is something I didn't even get to, unfortunately. By the way, do we have modified drill? We do. I hate that you have to, like, scroll so far. We have to hide here. I would love to heal here. Knight is not pinging anything. Okay, the hunter's literally chasing him. There was no way I could have known that. This guy's not pinging anything. Thank you. We could have been doing this gate sooner if you just pinged something. Did he leave? Did the hunter leave now? He's not pinging anything. I hate mute teammates, dude. Mute teammates cost us games. Okay, no, he's still on him. He didn't even take the rope in time. I don't think he could take the rope. I've been hit by the drill trademark. We're still gonna escape here, but man, mute teammates can cost you games. Seriously. We're unfortunately gonna tie this game because of this Cowboy now. Hopefully he can escape. I don't even know if he will escape. He chose not to do the gate. He just used Blink. Why is he not doing the gate? There's no trump card here. Could he... Was he not in front of the gate when I got hit? Dude, this guy. This guy, dude. Unsurprisingly, his name is Visitor. Dude, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. He went here too early, so now the hunter's just gonna patrol. You need to go to the dungeon sooner. You can't be right next to dungeon, otherwise the hunter's gonna know you're right there. Jesus, man. Good thing we're moving on to hunter, because you guys see, like, this is awful. This is awful. We do all that work just for Cowboy to make us lose in a couple seconds. In literally a couple seconds, we just lost that game. Alright, that's it. Too bad, dude. All he had to do was not go for the lasso. Just give me a regular chair rescue. Let me take a hit. Boom. The hunter has to deal with multiple full health survivors. And I would be at full health, I guess, if he knocks me down. If he knocks down Cowboy, then I would be at full health. Point is, no detention clown Even if you do have dissension, you only get hits in with your dash realistically. We would have been in such a good spot. All he had to do is do a chair rescue. All he has to do a chair rescue. Because if he does a chair rescue, he would become half health. He would get me rescued. And it doesn't matter who the hunter goes after. If the hunter goes after Cowboy, we pop. If the hunter goes after me, we pop. The only difference is that the person who knocks down will still be at half health. So now he can knock them down with a dash. But everyone else will be full health, which should make the end game a lot easier. Plus, I would not be dead on chair, so he has to worry about that. I mean, and then he did that. And then he did that. Alright, guys. Well, 2 games right there that the mechanic game, at least a tie. Should have at least been a tie. Could have been a win had the escape all just decoded, and, you know, Anticoin was doing pretty decent support, so we could have won that game. And, yeah, you guys saw that game. That game was an easy win. Easy win. Flashlight had him on lockdown. We had body blocks left and right. And all the hunter had to do was pick up, and, yeah, my team is just screw up. They have no idea what they're doing. Alright. So now we're going to move on to my favorite hunters. I'm going to try to play the hunter that is best in the given situation. So I don't want to just blindly go the hunter. I think we're going to go, I mean, Ripper is fine here. Ripper is definitely fine here. Yeah, I think we're going to go Ripper here. Goatman can be a little bit tough for journalists and puppeteer. Or puppeteer and journalists can be rough for Goatman, I should say. Alright. So now my favorite hunters. Those are my favorite survivors. Now we're going to play my favorite hunters. And Survivor is good. I love playing Survivor. I like playing Survivor a lot more than Hunter, usually. I will still play Hunter after rank, because, dude, Hunter's like the chill version of Survivor. You know, it's not what I mean, so I can relax a little bit more. You just need good teammates, which those days are kind of gone. But we're going to be playing with Ripper. Ripper is one of my favorite characters. He is pretty easy to play. He's like the one character on this list that doesn't have a lot of tech involved with him. I'm going to let them pop the cipher machine. Someone does spawn there, but we could maybe get a 3 cipher going here if we protect these 3 ciphers. So I'm just trying to think for the late game here. But I love Ripper, and it's not so much his gameplay, but I love the character of Ripper. The character of Ripper, when I first started playing 95, this is what stuck out to me. Even though he was trash, it was just so fun that they made a real-life impression of a real-life person in the game, and it's kind of like their take on it, and I love that. It's very cool to see Ripper in the game and like the devs' take on that, essentially, which is basically what I've already said. Besides that, he's got I love the personality. I love that he hums. His whole gimmick is kind of humming. I didn't use the Foggy Blade there in case he like dodges and goes backwards, because it can be a little bit risky there. And then I'd have to wait a little bit longer to kill him. May as well wait 1 second longer and then knock him down. But since we didn't need our warp here, we could use it right here. Just to stop the cipher machine. Maybe get a music box out the way. Oh, 2 music boxes. Oh no, just 1 music box. But yeah, that cipher's still shaking. So, looks like Dancer's gonna go for the rescue most likely here. I mean, if not, then that's alright as well, because dude, Puppeteer, if no one rescues him, you know, that's essentially like a mercenary that's not being rescued, because he can use his ability pretty well off of chair. He can definitely stay alive for 8 seconds. I know someone is here. Nice prediction. I was just guessing she's there if I'm being honest, but she didn't really hide herself very well. Ooh, unfortunately, we did not hit the right character. We can still hit her here if we aim this right. Nice, we do still hit her. And we're gonna just pressure. Oh no, he can't use his ability because there's tide tuners. So let's just go ahead and hit him. The only issue with Ripper is that you do have a hard time actually stopping ciphers. Not a whole lot we can do about this. At least he's not dying all the way in the corner, so that we'll be able to pretty quickly chair him. But it is nice that nowadays you actually get fog from the chair. That's been in the game for a while, if I'm being honest, though. And if we could keep a 3 cipher going here, No one at middle. If we can keep these 3 Cyphers alive, we can kind of let that Shack one go. But I'm guessing they're probably healing. Oh yeah, there they are. She picked up her box, I think. Which is definitely going to slow her down. I definitely want to go after the... Do I want to go after the Dancer? The Dancer's in a bad place to chase right now. She's going to chase me in an area with no Cyphers. So I'm going to let her go. Again, with Ripper, you really cannot afford to chase people that are not near Cypher machines, because one of your best ways to stop Cyphers is literally chasing people on Cyphers, which is not a consistent strategy, not a very good fall from it. Someone needs to go watch the fastball guide. But that's a pretty good knockdown, pretty quick knockdown. We could use this warp on middle here. I think we're gonna do it right in front of the window. Not exactly where I meant to drop it. Okay, that's not where I meant to drop warp. Okay, but they are double rescuing anyway. Okay. These guys are crazy. They'll just vol right in front of you. They do not care. They literally do not care. I'd love to save my big Foggy Blade here. Nice, we do save the big Foggy Blade. Should we go pressure with it? Yeah, let's get some free damage with it. We can get some free damage with it. She already used Flywheel, so we don't need to do small Foggy Blades. Gonna try to get a double hit here. Okay, she messed it up anyway, but I think the Foggy Blade would have still hit the Dancer, and then my base kit would have hit the little bro if she placed it a little bit correctly. And definitely, let's pick this guy up. We're in a really good spot here. We got the Cyphers where we want them to be. I'm going to chair him right here, actually, because this is a little bit easier for us to immediately farm people. Also, a little bit better chair for Hunter. And realistically, we can still pressure the Shack Cypher, which is going to be the main concern here. This is the only person rescuing right now. The other Cypher is shaking, so we can just cut her off. Very good little bro there, but we should still be able to knock down this prisoner immediately. Is she gonna go for the body block here? She is going for... She's not going for the body block. Can you just give me a wall hit? Nice. Thank you. Did the Dancer just miss a calibration? She did. They're gonna break the Cypher split here by popping the middle. But it's alright. We're already in a winning position. Scare her here, maybe? You can still hit a survivor. She doesn't know that. Okay. We should probably... There is, of course, tech with every single Hunter. Every single Hunter has a little bit of tech involved. And you can play every single Hunter in a masterful way. Double hit right there. It doesn't really matter. But every single Hunter has a little bit of tech. There are 2 big things with Ripper. The first thing is understanding how you can basic hit someone and then still have the Foggy Blade connect on another person. And basically, the basic idea of how it works is that the Foggy Blade goes in a straight path in front of you, but your hitbox, your basic attack hitbox, extends to the left or right. So if you could try to hit a survivor on the edge of your hitbox, the Foggy Blade will not absorb on the survivor. And that way the Foggy Blade will still go forward, so anyone trying to body block will not be able to body block. The Foggy Blade will go past the person trying to body blocking as long as you're a little bit in front. I guess there's 3 things with it. The second thing is obviously hitting through walls, but there's something about that you guys should know, and why it's how you can take advantage of it when people are body blocking. Because you can do the same thing when people are body blocking. When people body block, they're essentially hugging right next to you. And the way the Foggy Blade works is it spawns in front of you a little bit, about a meter or 2 in front of you. It doesn't actually spawn right next to you, it spawns a little bit ahead of you. Kind of like how the doll spawns a little bit behind the mechanic. It's not on top of her, it's right behind her a couple meters. So you can use it to your advantage. And that's also the same reason why this exists. Because of the fact the Foggy Blade does not spawn in front of Ripper, it spawns a little bit past him. Well, it does spawn in front of him, but not on top of him, I should say. We can actually stop that. So why not? May as well. But anyway, because of that, you can actually take advantage of that. She has Flywheel, by the way, so we're going to wait. But you can actually take advantage of that by hugging the person who's trying to body block really close. And that way the Foggy Blade will go in front of the person who's trying to body block, and it will hit the person in front of the rescuer or whoever's body blocking. So you can get pretty consistent Foggy Blade double hits with that. But like I said, the other way is you could hit someone on the side of your hitbox. And I find that's a little bit more consistent, because sometimes you know, for some reason, maybe someone, you know, you're going to try to hug the person, but maybe they'll walk a little bit further away from you unexpectedly. And so they would absorb the Foggy Blade and the basic at that point. So that's two things. And then the third thing is the Foggy Blade hitbox. The Foggy Blade hitbox is a magical thing, guys. Because it doesn't actually hit objects the same way as survivors. The hitbox extends further for survivors, but it does not extend further for objects. So just like that journalist right there who's hiding around the corner of that cipher machine, the Foggy Blade passes past the cipher machine, but it hits the journalist behind it. Because the hitbox for survivors is bigger than objects. So it ignored the cipher machine, even though it was going in a basically straight line. It was going in a basically straight line. And even though it was going in a straight line, no angles, it still hit the journalist right behind the object. And you can do that with trees, you can do that with anything that the Foggy Blade... Oh, sorry, I just went Survivor. I wish I would not get instant matches for Survivor like I used to. I wish I would not get instant matches for Survivors, because, man, stuff like that will happen in a... Dude, I hate it. Is the counter stuck? No, it's not. It's mostly updated. Not that we have really anything notable to add on the counter. We had really bad randoms today. Honestly, I have bad randoms almost every day. It happens almost every day that we have a bad random. Today, I will be the bad random with forward. I'm not going for any crazy shenanigans though. Let's take Tide Turner. Look at how everyone is switching off their badges. They're so scared. or was did the entomologist switch off her badge? I don't actually know, but she did switch right there. Is forward fourth favorite? No, I'm just going forward for fun. I accidentally picked Survivor. Let's just go forward for fun. Why not? It's gonna go horribly. But yeah, there's every hunter, even the simplest, they have some weird niche things about them. Like Ripper, knowing that the Foggy Blade spawns in front of you, knowing that the hitbox is, you know, your hitbox for basic is wider than the Foggy Blade, so that way you can get the Foggy Blade past survivors and double hit them. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, and that the hitbox for survivors is bigger when it comes to the Foggy Blade than for random objects, so you can kind of take advantage of it. Nothing else really comes to mind. You know, there's a couple basic tips, like go for small foggies when you're worried someone has flywheel, so that way they only absorb a, you know, a small chip rather than the whole Foggy Blade. I think I was gonna say something else about Ripper, but you know, that's about it mostly. He's not the most complicated hunter, but he's still got cool things about him. But like I said, he's one of my favorites just because of his character, which is not something I'll say about most characters in this game. Most characters in this game, I don't actually really care about their background or their backstory, but I'm sorry about that sound, by the way. When you touch a tree while it's growing, you decrease how fast it grows. I don't know why that's in the game. Again, another niche thing about Axeboy. Axeboy is like the king of niche things that most of them are important to know, but like stuff like that, why would you need to know that while you're breaking the tree, it grows slower? Why would you need to know that? If he drops a tree, you're not going to touch it immediately, you know? The only times if it spawns on top of you. By the way, because the tree grows slower, the souls will not spawn until the tree has fully grown. So it does technically mean that he cannot use souls while you're touching the tree while it's growing. Again, stuff that you probably never need to know, but Axby is just one of those hunters where he has so many weird things about him. Not my favorite, but if we're talking just tech, Axby is probably the king of owning tech and things like that. There's a lot of hunters. Like Dreamwitch is a very complicated hunter, but is she very tech oriented? Are there cool tricks with Dreamwitch? Not really. She's just trait spam for the most part and just knowing positioning. Good game sense basically, which is nothing to be like, oh, that's not a good thing to know, but I don't think it's as impressive as just cool things they could do in the moment. Because if we're being honest here, when people watch tournaments, they want to see those cool things. You know, when the low tiers are watching Dreamwitch, they have no idea what's going on. A high tier might be like, wow, very good at like thinking from the Dreamwitch to put a leech there ahead of time. But some viewers may not even have realized that there was a leech there in the first place, or have even questioned where did that leech come from to begin with. Should I rescue here? I would love if someone else went to rescue there, especially because someone else is right there. It would help out our decode progress a lot. Just because it would make me have less time to walk. By the way, this is Axeboy here, so we're most likely not going to go for any balloon stuns here, because he just picks up so fast. Can you use that? Ugh. By the way, you can kind of control where the souls spawn depending on how you drop the tree. I know I didn't look, but I can already tell from playing the game. Bait a swing? No, he didn't go for the swing. He went for it later, but we got it anyway. Whew, that was a pretty long stun too. Okay, I think I'm out of here at this point. I think I pushed my luck enough with that near fireball miss. And then with that hit, with that juke, and I thought he would have gone for the swing the first time, and then he didn't. Most hunters, when they see a forward dashing, they're going to swing at him and stop the dash. But he did not. He tried to hit the barmaid or hit me. I can't tell, but either way, it hit no one. That's not bad. That's not bad. We definitely extended that kite a good bit, but I don't want to overextend, because if I overextend and I end up going down, well, barmaid can't take advantage of my hit. She's in a corner. So it's very important to know when you should let go of a target. I think we pushed our luck far enough there. I think we did what we could right there. Also, he's playing Exploit, so Exploit is going to have that built-in restful road. He's going to be able to use fireballs. That fireball might hit me in the middle of my dash, or he just speeds up away from my football, and that could cause an issue. You know, there's a lot of reasons. Okay, you see, this is kind of the issue here, is that he hits someone. Oh, no! That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't think he would use the soul that early. Oh no, that's really bad. Usually they do not use the soul that early. No. Oh my god, why did he not swing there? Oh, she was behind the wall. No, that's such unfortunate vault there. The pelt's already broken though. Dude, I did not mean to get hit by the fireball there, but it kind of it essentially made her last longer, which is not the end of the world, you know? Also, there's no tree here. So, oh, he got stuck there. Nice. Okay, you put a tree right there. Let's try to leave the tree so we don't get a purple soul. If you leave the tree before the souls spawn, you will not get a purple soul. Another niche thing about Exploit. I know, there's a lot of them. But that's a tip that really matters. That when he drops a tree, the souls do not immediately spawn. If they are not existing, then you cannot get caught by a purple soul. Is there an item here? No. Barmaid was the one who died. Why would there be an item? I'm gonna break the tree because obviously trees are the way he kills people. He needs those souls. Did I just say kill the tree? Bro, rest in peace to trees. Tree foundation is not working. Sorry, Mr. Beast. 44%. If he teleports here, that would be pretty bad because there's two of us right here. I also have a purple soul. Where's that? Hers. I can't tell if that's hers or mine. He's gonna switch targets here for sure, but it's not like I can run anywhere. I'm gonna get off when I get a heartbeat. Because why would I get off sooner? I don't have anywhere to run anyway. Okay, it looks like we might just go for the pop here. Does she want to go for the pop? I think she does want to go for the pop. But it means that she's most likely going to die here. I hope she uses like a bottle here. Yep, she does use the bottle. And I got to get out of here. I didn't mean to ping that. I meant to say I'm out of here. That was a really bad time to ping that. I do not want to rescue them. Do not rescue in that situation. Leave that guy be. Take the tie. There's no way, even if we help that guy, will we... Ooh. Nope, just blink. Okay. I'm just going to use the football here to get out the gate sooner, but... I got to let her know that I'm not at the gate yet. I'll just ping, just so she can see. No, I'm not out yet. I wonder if Dungeon was at the bridge. It might have been possible. Even second stop would have been possible. Honestly, we'll take it. We'll take it. I play forward. If I didn't lose and I played forward, that's a win in my book. Someone's going to have to explain to Blake that I actually pressed survivor. You need to pull a Schmitty to save the match. And just run away with the football. Alright. Let's actually make sure to hit the right faction this time. Bro, we did better solo queuing with more randoms on our team than... We might get a lot of dodges, because there are people who do memorize the profile that I have. Dude, even in rank. It doesn't say the name, but I do get a couple dodges here and there. I do want to play... These are good bans in general to do, but... the hunters that I'm going to be playing, they actually ban Exploit. The hunters that I'm going to be playing are going to need those survivors banned anyway. Maybe you could let go of Seer, but if you're playing Goatman, you definitely need to ban Seer. You do not want to use a third cage on a survivor. Maybe you don't have to. I would say you should. It's kind of like Blood Queen with Goatman. Man, people love Puppeteer. Doctor? Oh, yikes. Yikes, this is not good. Am I just gonna go, okay, that's better. It's not the worst map for this hunter. I'm gonna go Clown. Clown is my other favorite hunter. I mean, oh, hold up. He switched from Puppeteer. Okay, change of plans here. Change of plans. It is a good map for Clown. It's decent, not the best, but it's good enough. But I'm gonna actually go Goatman. Goatman is just an OP hunter. But the thing about OP hunters is that Opera Singer's OP, but I don't really enjoy playing her. Goatman, I love the mobility aspect of Goatman. And there's a lot of cool things you can do with Goatman if you know how to play him well. The only thing is that he gets banned a lot. But realistically, he's one of the best hunters in the game. I would argue he is the best hunter in the game. No one spawns at, I forgot that we don't pick our spawns here. Now, the Mind's Eye, someone might have went here now. I did hear the cane in this direction. But I wasn't really paying attention, if I'm being honest. Hold up, it's just mercenary. Okay, he's staying near the edge. Alright. I mean, we'll take a hit. It's something. There's actually 2 people right there. Let's see what this guy's item is. What does he have? Okay, he has a perfume. We're gonna still get a little bit closer to full presence. Full presence is where it's at with Goatman. They can actually see where I am right now, so I'm a little bit scared to put the cage early. Because she might, like, predict. Flywheel? I think Flywheel's up by now. Yeah, Flywheel's definitely up by now. Let's see. Does the peeper reach the cipher? I'm not sure if it does. It does. Nice. We anyway don't have a cage, so we're just kind of waiting here. Okay. Another page. At this point, she's going to be stuck here, though. I'm assuming Flywheel? Ooh, that was a really bad swing, but it's alright. Did he actually leave to break the peeper? He did. Who's over there? That's Mind's Eye. There we go. So I don't know if Mind's Eye was there the whole time, but dude, we found Mercenary. Dude, all the servers were right next to each other, if we're being honest here. 2 people had Shag, 2 people had Small Bow. We're at full peepers here, just didn't have a use for them. I'll drop 1 right there. Generally... Hold up, if he goes through the cage here, why did he go through the cage? Now he's further from the chair. I should have put a 15-meter cage right there. That was my bad. If we hit someone here, I'm cool with that. He's inside of a peeper. So he will heal 30% slower. Peepers do not stack, by the way, so putting a second peeper wouldn't do anything. He's body blocking. Interesting. Oh, no, but he wants her to... He wants her to connect to him. But she's not doing it. I don't know why. I guess we would have immediately knocked her out anyway because we hit that mercenary. I do want to go after the Mind's Eye, but I'm not so sure it's a good idea. Oh no, she's going over there. I'm pretty sure she can see where I am. No, I didn't think she'd do that. Yo, come on! No! Bro, these people, bro, they just run in a straight line. Okay. Again, little girl like literally doesn't do anything against Goatman. Oh, man, too bad we can't stop that. I'm not gonna do anything about that. What would it do? It'd just be kind of a waste of time. They're gonna get the heal off no matter what. Honestly, if I started with Abnormal this game, Abnormal would have gotten a lot more value than Peeper. Peeper is not doing us much good here. Hold up, this mercenary might be sneaking a rescue. Yeah, he is. He was, he is, we knew it all along. Ooh, that's a little bit of lag. Okay, we're fine. I think we will let them go. I mean, if they're gonna heal, that would be really good for me. BM value? You shouldn't hit survivors, because it gives them a boost away from you, but... Hold up, this guy's chasing me with a flare gun. You're funny. Are you gonna come out? Are you gonna shoot? What does this guy want? What does he want from me? Really good cager, but a really bad swing. There we go. I think we already knocked that guy down. Let's just leave him. Should we teleport to the mines? I know, mines is right there, dude. Yeah, let's go after the mines. Oh, why is this guy hugging me? Leave me alone. Flywheel? Yep, there it is. I didn't even have to do anything. We just have to keep an eye on the last cipher. That's the most important thing. Dude, she knows. She knows the cage is coming. She's like walking backwards. Again, we just need to keep an eye on the last cipher, which might be right here. We do have an abnormal ready for it if things get dicey, but... Or teleport if it's across the map. We might do it. It's kind of a bad deal, though. Okay, no. Mercenary is around here somewhere. Oh, he's over here. Joe, if I could knock down the mercenary again, I'll take it. Dude, he just doesn't use elbow pads. Oh, he's back! Welcome back, buddy. Okay, thank God he went back through the cage, because now we're closer to the survivors again. If he stayed on the other side, we would have not been right, right next to them. Not a great cage on my end. Still gonna knock her down anyway. Overwhelm is getting crazy value. And if we can knock down this lucky guy, get a hit on him, I mean. He does have a flare gun, I'm pretty sure. I didn't get to really clearly see, though. Okay, pick this guy up. But he left really fast, so maybe not. Either way, we have excitement. If he goes for the flare gun right next to us, we might be able to double hit him with the excitement. Hard to say, though. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, isn't this guy, like, right over here? I didn't keep an eye on the mercenary. Does anyone remember where he went? He was, like, right here. He was right near this chair. I'm just gonna stay close to the chair. Yeah, not a whole lot they can do. They just have to double rescue here. Or they could get a flare rescue, I guess. I was about to say, if you get terror shocked. This is GG. I don't want the mercenary to break the cage, so I'm just waiting. You could either wait for him to die, or you could just put the cage outside of him, because he can't break the cage anyway. Dude, what is this guy at? He's on his, like, 5th knockdown. Anyway, they still need to work on a cipher machine. I'm just gonna chair this guy. No need to stall this game out. Okay, no chair at Big Rock, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I really like Goatman. He's a very fun mobile hunter. A lot of cool things you can do with Goatman, you know? Yeah, that was a bad double cage. You can put it a little bit tighter than that. Hold up. He might be here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Was that an illusion? I think he has an illusion. Let's hold on to it. I think anything is going to be better than excitement right there. Berserker going crazy. Berserker plus Overwhelm. Dude, these cages are good! The cages are insane! BM Blink, why not? And we're going to break both these pallets right here. I just find it, you know, satisfying to break the pallets. Alright. Psyche for Call Hunter, they're not top tier survivors. I mean, that mercenary. That's a very common thing to happen with mercenary, though. And that might happen to me if I'm not used to playing against Goatman. Like, you elbow pad and then you go through the fence, but the fence puts you right back with Goatman. Like, that's a real thing that can happen. With any mercenary, really. I mean, where else are you going to elbow pad? You could elbow pad straight, but you're going to end right next to him. So you try to go to the left or right, ideally. But that doesn't put you as far away, because, again, you get teleported to the other side. Maybe you can mind game the Goatman, you know? But unless you do, like, a circular elbow pad that never goes inside the fence, you're probably going to get hit. Yeah, this is the equivalent of Mammoth. I don't ever play Hunter. Okay, I don't know why we have 3 bands here. What Survivor tree do you get 3 bands again? Is it Unicorn? That would be pretty high tier. Not that it is high tier, but it's higher tier than what I usually play against. Oh, they banned Goatman. Okay, so I'm glad we got one Goatman game in, because now they're going to have double bans. Goatman is pretty much always going to be banned if we face someone with 2 bans. Yo, we're going against RC Elf. He's playing inside of the NAU server, which is not really that scary if this is him, because he's playing with 300 ping in that case. Probably more. I mean, he's got a patient basic skin. Who wears basic skins, alright? Unless it's me. Who wears basic skins unless they just made an account? I doubt this is him, but it is funny to think about. Alright. I mean, this is a great map for Clown. This is one of Clown's best maps. His origin map, in fact. But it is also just one of his best maps. Okay, what are we going to take this game? Patient, psychologist, fire investigator, journalist. Man, we are against some tough survivors here, though. We may not win this. I mean, we could have faster pallet breaking. Oh, so why am I carrying stun here? We don't need that. I'm sure there's a better thing there. You could carry something better. You don't think Psyche's gonna win Kazuneku will carry? Oh, we're up against Zeta Kazuneku and RC Elf. Uh-oh. It's Jover. By the way, we actually get to pick the spawn, by the way. Which is really fun. Hopefully 2-story gets blocked. I don't know if it ever gets blocked if you get the spawn. I think it's always God Corner. Even if God Corner doesn't spawn. But the advantage is we get an infinite rocket immediately. That's a nice advantage. Plus, Bridge is going to be very scared to decode now when they see it's a clown. Even if there's no Cypher here, this rocket piece is guaranteed to spawn. Unlike the, what's it called? Guys, does anyone remember what spawned? Who spawned at the, bottom right there? I don't remember who spawned at the bottom right. Who is that? It might be Fire Investigator. I think Psychologist was here? I don't even remember. And we might get sniped by a journalist randomly. Hold up. How early did you get to the window? Whew. No! I gotta focus up! This is rank match! We're also not against easy survivors. This is journalist and fire investigator, not a... She should not have a... Oh! Double rocket dash! Come here, boy! Oh! If you guys don't know about that, that is one of the most dumbest things in this game that I can't believe they still have kept for this long. I mean, should we just knock her down? I don't want to knock... I do want to break this pallet though, but I think it's gonna... It's almost always just better to wait out the stress. Like, what would you rather? Would you rather waste 20 seconds just not doing anything? Or would you just rather waste 20 plus seconds later on to smash? Problem is, we also have to use the blink though, but we... Hard to say what's better exactly. I guess if someone with high turner rescues her, it would be better to just knock her down. Alright. Well, rough start. Didn't mean to go into that door, but it is what it is. Hello. How you doing? Can we body block here? No, he didn't. He went around anyway. He doesn't have a flywheel? Do you have flywheel? No flywheel. Dude, if I had an infinite rocket right here, it would be nice to go after him. He doesn't have a cipher here anyway. Or I guess he has... I guess he has this cipher. Alright. Dude, I need to log in here. I should have double hit that patient, by the way. I should have double hit him. That was a free double hit. That what's her name? That, what's the character's name? Yo, she has sneak. You guys see that sneak value? Dude, look at how fast she is, by the way. Dude, she's so fast. I'm scared I'm gonna miss it. I do want to hit the journalist right here. Nice. They're giving me the hit willingly. Is she gonna drop this pallet? Okay, so Little Bro doesn't do anything now. It'll just run right past. Okay. Hold up. We're gonna have a really easy time getting a second chair here because she's just sitting next door. Mikey? Nice. Okay, let's chair her. We might want to just leave her here. Is there an option to leave her? Dude, I really wish. Ooh, I think we might tie here, guys. Oh, we have to pick up. Maybe we can stall for abnormal. We might be able to just stall for abnormal. I don't think we will, actually. We're not gonna be able to stop from him. Man, I wish I knocked down that patient. I should have knocked down that patient. Because now we would not be having this problem right now. Or if I just didn't hit that door. That would be another nice thing. If I didn't hit that door. There's 2 people here. By the way. He had flywheel. Really good flywheel. Man, unfortunately we do not have tension, so that's out of the question. It would have been really nice to knock down that fire investigator inside a basement. Should have knocked down that what's this called? If only we knocked down the what's it called? That patient with the hit. Would have been really nice. No, I don't think they're at the gate yet. I don't see anyone. Let's just go for it. Where'd he go? Oh, shoot. Hold up! Maybe we can get a tear shock. No, we're not gonna get it. It's too late. Hold up. He's going all the way there? Okay, that's actually helpful. That's helpful. We're gonna have all 3 survivors in the same place. Can I bait it? Yes? No, I'm playing so bad! I can't be playing like that! No, we're gonna tie at that point. Oh, we're gonna tie at this point. It's over. It's over. We're gonna tie. No, we didn't get it. We're gonna tie. That was my bad. I usually don't play this bad, but I guess it's in the middle of talking and trying to play the game. Hunter tier is not something I usually play. Maybe we can get her with a teleport later. Oh man, I thought he'd go back to gate. Okay. No, I don't think we're gonna catch them. I think that's it. I just need to not hit that wall. If I didn't hit that wall, it would be a lot more doable. Also, if we just double hit the patient. Yeah, that's a tie. Played a little bit stupid that game. Who knows? Maybe they actually won't make it. Maybe the journalists will change their mind and go for a rescue here. But we're not going to teleport up, that's for sure. If we're going to find her, we're going to find her in the middle of the map. Otherwise, they just escape. Damn, man. Too bad. Too bad. I messed up right there. Should have knocked down that patient. Probably should have predicted the flywheel from that fire investigator. Did that fire investigator have tie turner? No, he couldn't have. I was gonna say, did he have tie turner flywheel? But that's impossible. And I played that so bad. Should have won that. It was so easy. Just double hit the patient. That's it. And then that cipher would not have even existed. We really needed to do that. Forgot what hunter I'm playing. That's alright. We had a really bad start. I did a really big mistake at the start of the game as well, to be fair. Man, we might not get to play Goatman anymore today. I don't think we're going to get to play Goatman. I might have to just play quick match for the last match for today. Because we're not going to be able to play Goatman. Too bad. What is the poll for? Just to get to know the community opinion, man. That's what the poll is for. Why do people talk to each other? That's what that question sounds like. I don't know why people talk to each other. They talk to each other to get to know each other. They just want to know. Can you blame them? I just had a professor try new skills. Listen, he's trying his best. He's trying his best. Give him a break. He's trying. Also, this is just the Hellember build I carry. Look at me, Vigilance! Listen, on Hellember it might actually be useful. Hey, we're never gonna really need it as a... Bro, what is this spawn, brother? This is an interesting spawn. You thought Michi was talking about college for a second? By the way, I didn't spawn below lawyer right there. Because when you do that spawn, they actually get spawned right next to the window. You do not get spawned in the corner if the hunter spawns below. You get spawned next to the ruins window. I've tried that before. I've tested it as Survivor to see what happens. So no, you don't get to actually get an instant hit. That's not how it works. Yeah, the lawyer spawned in a corner, by the way. This is actually gonna be annoying because dude, this is Hospital for starters, and they picked Double Decoder, and we're playing Ripper. But I mean, Clown is not gonna do us much good, and Ripper is just as rough. In all honesty, Ripper is just as rough. So we're realistically not gonna get a good chase in the mind's eye here. She already sees where we are from above the floor. We could throw off the lawyer here, and that's our best shot. And that way we'll at least get a good start to our... I was about to say, what? Mind's Eye is here! Who does she think she's fooling? Hold up, stay in that corner for me. Let me just get one hit on this lawyer. Dude, these people are on another level. They're just on another level, dude. They're on... Even if she dodges it, which she actually didn't dodge. I'd love to get the invisibility here. And it should be a very fast down after that. We also could have... Flywheel? We also could have realistically gone for a double Foggy Blade hit there. I should have done that, since she's anyway going to die to a... what survivors are we up against? We're against Lawyer, Enchantress, Perfumer. Yo! You will not believe who's back on his Cypher. Bro, get this! Guess who's back on his Cypher? I guess he doesn't have anywhere to go, to be fair. He doesn't really have anywhere. Dude, I don't know if someone is at Ruins or not. I'm a little bit scared. I mean, there was footsteps there earlier. Let's see. Are they not interested in rescuing her? She should be coming now. If someone is there, they'll be coming now. Okay, there's no one there. Flywheel? There's the flywheel. Okay, they came, but they came mega late. Should I just knock on this lawyer at this point? Nah. Actually, we can warp on her. Should I knock him down and share him? I mean, we're also in a really good spot here as well. I mean, like an instant rescue, that's game winning as well. I'm watching to see if I see the Mind's Eye shadow here. I don't see anything from that. It's kind of hard to see as well, though. Hold up. I didn't hit the chair at least, but... Yo, didn't hit anyone? Well, let me at least hit you. Brother! Ripper! When's Ripper getting a hitbox buff? What the hell? Give me a hitbox buff, Ripper. Are you staying at that pallet? I don't know what he's doing. Just gotta be really patient. I don't think we're gonna be able to chair in time there. We could try. Mind's Eye is dead on chair, by the way. So if we find Mind's Eye, she's basically auto chase. Really want to get this Perfumer right here, because there's no way she's going to be able to survive. As long as we use a big Foggy, she won't be able to survive right there. And they basically have to rescue at this point. I do want to go for a farm here, and I do not want to give a triple stack to Enchantress. She's going to get just a second stack just by being nearby. And maybe we can actually scare her to just never rescue, but no, she went for it. Unfortunately, now we kind of have to go for the hit, though. If she stuns me, well, she's still going to have another stack, though. At least we got that Perfumer, but we kind of have to deal with the Enchantress here. I could just pick up and we're just gonna immediately knock down, now that I think about it. About that, I forgot about Flywheel because I'm commentating. I need, again, dude, you cannot talk while you play Hunter. I mean, you probably can, but you gotta stay focused. You have to stay focused. Like, now we might actually tie this game now because of that one mistake. Is she gonna get another stack here? You're not gonna stun in time. Okay, well, we are now in a good position again. That was fast. Really fast. We could even leave her down. Nah, let's not leave her down. No point. Because guess what? Mind's Eye is going to have to rescue, and Perfumer will anyway get off her Cypher. There's no point. We're going to get her off just by chairing. So Mind's Eye just started shaking out. That means that Cypher's at 20%. But again, you got to keep in mind it's not going to... I mean, if we just double chair here, Dude, I thought about it right after I did it. I need to be waiting here. But yeah, you see, it gets her off the cipher if we get the double down here. Oh, she actually went early. That's alright. I'll get the chip hit here at least. Okay, we just prevent the cipher here at this point. She's dead on chair. We want her. Fog is not there anymore. I don't think there's any way the Enchantress can prime another cipher machine. So we should be fine here. She's dead on chair. And Perfumer? I don't think Perfumer has any self heals left. Enchantress should have had more stacks by now if Enchantress healed her. Because obviously you get stacks when you injure a survivor that Enchantress healed. I'd love to stay away from the edges so she can't stun me through the wall. If we could get like a... It's gonna be tough now when she's next to the pallet. Alright, or that works. But you can actually launch a Foggy Blade as you get stunned, as long as you just start the attack. Dude, it is... I don't play Hunter on stream usually, but you gotta stay focused. Like, there's so many little things. Like, Flywheel is so easy to bait as Ripper. You just stand there, because they can't see when you swing. A really good survivor can, like, listen, and in some situations see your wavy silhouette move. But they're probably not gonna do that. Not in this tier, at least. And even if they did try, it would be really hard to do that. At least we didn't hit the chair that one time. I knew the hitbox to not hit the chair, but after that, just didn't get a hit on anyone either. Okay, hopefully they just ban Hula Baloo. Man, that's tough. Hula Baloo. It's like his icon is Robbie. It's always been Axeboy. It's been Axeboy for a long time. Dude, the issue is that Clown is really bad on Leo's memory. He's really bad on Leo's memory. But we could give it a try anyway. Nightmare? We're not playing Nightmare. Okay, it's gonna actually be perfect. And I even played an extra Survivor match for no reason. And it's gonna be perfect. We're gonna finish right as rank ends. I hope I don't promote my Hunter tier too much. Dude, I have not been keeping track of the Hunter wins. I think I kept track of this forward win. Yeah. Or not a win, but tie. It's basically a win when I'm the one playing forward. We can add 3 and then 1 for the Clown. 3 wins. Obviously, it's not a fair comparison because for starters, I'm low tier. And second of all, if I actually played Hunter consistently and I was high tier, the survivors would be... I mean, dude, we see the survivors we match with. You know we'd be winning at least double, if not all the games, especially if I play Hunter more often. It's 5-3-4. What is it? That means we tied 2 times as survivor then, by the way. This is what happens when you don't get to pick your spawn. Ooh, there was a cipher right there. Anyway. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I think I should have taken faster pallet breaking. They're not gonna... No one's at Shack, okay. So you could just go right through. Acrobat. Oh, we might get stunned. Okay, he just ran away. Even if he's stunned there, it wouldn't be that amazing. Okay. We'll get him to use his ball, I guess. See if he gets mind gamed. He did not. We're probably gonna need a blink in here. Nope! Oh yes, we got the hit. There we go. Alright, is Basement here? My baby Basement is not here. By the way, Shack Chair finally spawns there, but when I get Shack Chair, I anyway don't want a chair there. Hold up. Graffiti on the face. That's the only chair that you can do that on? Maybe you can do that on the Bonbon chair, I'm not sure. 1, 2. No, no one is rescuing. It's just a lawyer. Dude, he's running. He is running. He is on the move. Where's your flywheel? Okay, 1. Okay, they did stop shaking the cipher. Oh no, that's prisoner. Okay, well now we know who's prisoner. Man, still got the rescue before half though. That's a shame. I just want to... Let's just go for a hit. We're not going to realistically ever get a hit with the Rocket Dash with Mercenary Body Blocking right there. Or at least not on the Acrobat. Yo, he's actually going to the Prisoner. How nice of you, man. He realized too late. Come here, boy. Yeah, you see there was an infinite rocket right behind me. That was my bad. So that must be a permanent spawn then, because there's no Cypher here. Imagine like Mercenaries like ready to Yo, what was that? These survivors on another level. How much you want to bet that Mercenaries like coming here to double rescue? Okay, that's alright. I guess we'll take the farm. I guess we'll bait Flywheel here for a little bit. He didn't go for it, and he doesn't have a shock, so. This game is already going a lot better. I really want to try to take advantage of the fact he doesn't have a shock right now. The question is, where is he? He might get it back here in time. Oh! No, he didn't get it back. He was in his energy shock for a little bit, so he definitely got some of it back faster. The thing about the electric shock is that if you don't stand in the electric area, it will take longer to get your shock back, because the actual wait time to get it back is longer than the cooldown for it. But if you get it back using the electric shock, then the cooldown will be the limiting factor. You're just waiting for the cooldown to come back, which is shorter than just waiting for the shock to come back on its own. We're just gonna be patient here. Let him come to us here. No real rush. Okay, there's one guy. He's probably gonna elbow pad here. It's already after half. Let's just hit him. He's gonna drop that pallet. Okay. He's gonna give us a hit. I thought he would elbow pad there. He's giving up? Okay, there's the shock. He's slower for no reason. Thank you, Addiction. Alright, and yeah, there we go. Addiction is like basically auto run on hunters nowadays. Was it the best value of this game? No, but I'm too lazy to change my build. I don't give a damn. Alright, who is this? Do you have Flywheel? I'm a baiter. He knows I'm a baiter, dude. Hey! Hey, get back here! Oh, me! There we go. He died. Alright. And by the way, thank you, Shackter, for spawning. Bro, I still thank you for spawning. Clown on the face. Bro, look how happy he is. Oh, man. Didn't get to put the clown face on the other guy. Shame. You just... Double hitting the survivors is key when it comes to clown. If you can get people knocked down on the ground with modified drill, you're looking very good for your end game. By the way, clown is like a hunter who is rising in the meta, by the way. A very good hunter. Especially on specific maps. Less so on other maps. He's kind of like Waxers, where he's extremely good on some maps and then just okay on other maps. All the waxy votes are me. By the way, you can't vote Waxers more than... Okay, I see. You made multiple counts. I'm going to play the last match, quick match, so that we can actually like play Goatman. Because even if they only have one ban, they might still ban Goatman, and he is a top hunter. Alright, looks like there's our first dodge. Oh no, they already did. Play Wax Artist? No, I love Wax Artist, but I don't think he's my favorite. Dude, imagine going into quick match, you just want to chill, you had a day at school, and my man goes Goatman. I'm sorry. I do this all the time, dude. I just go to quick match, I just play Goatman. But anyway, guys. This is going to be the last favorite characters match. I guess we can do one QS. I have not played at all with QS besides just like testing out interactions. I haven't actually tried out rolling around in the ball yet. Seems like bro, it seems like a nightmare. But we can do one QS match after this. And we'll do like a dedicated stream to QS as well. I think he releases in rank this Wednesday because it's been 1 week in the essence, 2 weeks since he's been out, and the third week usually, the third maintenance, they usually allow him in rank, but maybe they will delay by a week. I don't know if they've always done it like after 2 weeks pass, because it's realistically only been 2 weeks since Q's got out. Less than 2 weeks, honestly, because it hasn't even been Wednesday yet. Okay, we didn't get the horrible lakeside spawn. The horrible lakeside spawn is the one where you spawn in front of the front gate, because all the stars are like spawning very far from you. Yo, can we stop that? No, maybe we could have. I don't think we would have. A little bit closer, and I think we would have gotten it. Really unfortunate that the little girl spawned that middle, by the way. That was all luck. Thank you, IDV. Why didn't he do Shaq? Hold up, is this forward? I don't know about chasing forward. Is this a good idea, boys? Alright, I guess it is. I don't really want to chase him, though. If we can chase someone else. Okay, I see why he left Shaq now. No, I don't think we're gonna... I don't think we were gonna hit him, but he didn't go for the vol. The cage does reduce your vol, but I don't think we would have hit him. Made the cage a little bit too big. Wait, I think he needs to go through the cage. Oh my god, I'm messing up. Okay, he wins this battle. I messed up. That's alright. We're just gonna use the second cage. That was my mistake. But we should have him here now. No one is gonna break this cage. Because no one is inside of it. Yo, you guys are all trolling this game. What are you doing here? Enchantress is doing her job. Like, Enchantress can stay here. She's cool, but... Alright. I'm really limited on cages right now, though. I have to be careful here. I gotta keep him away from the edge, otherwise they're gonna break it. Brother, what are you doing? You're dead, by the way. Okay. Painter's gonna get up here. I mean, what are you supposed to do as Goatman? I mean, we don't have enough cages for that. Alright, I guess we found our new target. New target acquired, why not? And who got wanted order? Oh, that's a really nice one to get wanted order on. Because the other two are stuck together. Flywheel? Where'd he go? I thought he would flywheel there, but alright, football as well. That works. Are they healing? They are healing. Hello. Okay, it looks like this might be a really fast match. By the way, I should be putting on abnormal. These matches I forgot to put on abnormal a second time now. Oh, don't break it! Ah, my cage! That didn't hit! That didn't hit, brother. Hello. Can you give me a hit, please? I appreciate it. I'm not gonna get this hit. Oh, she is gonna give us the hit. Nice. And you're dead on chair. Let's pick her up before forward gets up. No. Okay, he didn't get up in time. I guess he didn't football immediately, at least. Dude, who am I? I'm scared he'll football here, and that he'll go outside of my cage. I'm just a little worried about that. Bro, what is this painting? You know, if excitement actually is gonna be useful here, besides just the enchantress right there. But we could use it on the excitement. We can use the excitement on the little girl. We can use it on the forward. There's still a lot of uses for the excitement here. Honestly, I could have started with excitement as well. I could have started with excitement. It wouldn't have been honestly that bad of a pick, bro. Who are you hiding from? I don't know why he dropped that. Why didn't he drop the pallet? He should have dropped that pallet. Oh, you're dead. You are mega dead. And the last guy is where? I mean, listen, I'm not gonna deny Goatman is like not a fair hunter. He's not a fair hunter. When I play Goatman and I say Goatman is my favorite, it's purely because he's just really overpowered. He is really fun to play, don't get me wrong. But he is really overpowered. And it's ridiculous that you can teleport around at no... Oh, he got up in time! Oops. Anyway, guys, we don't talk about that. But, I mean, guys, it's like the painter... It's like that painter dropping a painting, you know? He does a mistake for no reason, I do a mistake for no reason. You know, it all evens out, you know? It all evens out. Hey, we get to show off Overwhelm. At least that's the nice part. And the painter's unfortunately never been on chair. Yo, who's ready to pull out the excitement when Ford comes over here? Excitement gonna maybe get value this game? Maybe. Also, I don't understand why the little girl teleported to the forward. Was she gonna teleport to the painter and she canceled it? Because now they're just healing. She started to teleport and then she starts healing now, so. I don't know, man. Hard to say. They might be at... Oh, they're at Big Boat. You guys see them? They're at Big Boat. Dude. I see you. I see your balloon. I love it. Is he actually gonna kite around the painting? That would be pretty annoying. Okay, I'm not gonna look at it. No need to. I'd rather keep the excitement if I can save it. Berserker plus Overwhelm value, man. It's fun. I will not deny. I hope the devs add more like fast recovery perks. I'm saying this as a survivor, by the way. Like, I love... Like, the fast recovery is just so fun, though. Like, it's fun. Who's gonna deny that? Dude, you can't vault that power. I blocked it off. She's just kind of screwed here. When you drop the power and you stick yourself in the corner, you're just kind of screwed. Dude, I wonder what happens if I, She can't use that either. Dude, this is a really good cage placement. Okay, so much for that. So much for that. So much for that. That was still fine, though. Yo, Painter's painting disappears when he dies. Right, I forgot about that. Dude, you gotta love Goatman. You drop pallets, it just doesn't even matter. Goatman's going right through the wall. Imagine this guy gets dungeon. I actually hope he gets dungeon. That would be so funny if he gets dungeon. Does he get dungeon here? Oh, that was a bad cage. Oh, there's no dungeon. Oh, he got dungeon! He crawled his way to dungeon. Props to him, dude. Props to him. Alright, let's do one match of Qist. I've never played an actual match of Qist yet. So let's see what he's like. Let's build a build for him, I think, first. I think we're gonna have faster power breaking the tension, of course. Yo, here come the survivor matches. We actually had a lot of fun survivor matches today. They just didn't work out. Like Acrobat, Thief. I guess they are my favorites after all. You know, that is how it works. No does like. I'm gonna go. Oh, guys, I had a lot of fun with my favorite survivors. Who would have guessed? Yeah, that's how it works, homie. That's how it works. Alright, but let's play one match of Qist now. Noob Qist gets worked. If survivors aren't done. Yeah, it's hard, dude. It's really hard as Qist. I've gone against some Qists. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like, I could see it. I could see how tough it is for them. The poor guys. The poor guys, man. I mean, we gotta have Overwhelm. Overwhelm is just fun, dude. How can you not have Overwhelm? We're not gonna need this as Qist. I guess at this point we could just see what the team comp is. I do really want to have trump card though. I will want trump card here though. Yeah, screw Deer Hunt. Who needs Deer Hunt, right, guys? If it's like a map we won't need to break pallets, I might reconsider. The thing about Qist I'm having trouble with to understand how he's gonna be any good is you get stronger with each hit. But how are you gonna get those hits? I don't know how you're gonna get those hits. You definitely get weaker every time they heal, so impact might actually be good on him. Unironically might be good. But at the same time, for impact to be good, you actually need to get the hits. And how are you going to get the hits? It's the same problem. It's the same problem. How are you going to make impact good if you can't actually damage survivors? It's really hard to damage them early game. How good is his... It's good for 6 seconds, the first time he comes out. And keep in mind, I haven't done any practice like rolling around in the balls yet. I think we might actually need insolence here. I forgot how good his presence is. His 1000 presence is pretty important. Leo's memory, yeah, we're gonna need it. I think we were gonna need to break pallets here. So we're gonna break pallets here. How much faster? 50% faster? If we come out of a ball? That's assuming I know how to place the ball. Why is Q so small? Is he shorter than Clown? Bro, that'd be fun. We finally have a hunter shorter than Clown. I guess we have Axeway and Dreamwitch, but they're literally kids, bro. They're not comparable. So like, since I haven't played a game with him, I don't know what the strat is. Do I just immediately use the ball here? I guess let's immediately use the ball. And let's go over there. There is a survivor that spawns here. And you see, like, this is rough. The problem with Qs is that I want to take a sec to see where I'm actually going. And see if there's, like, a survivor nearby, but... There we go. There is a survivor nearby. I mean, I know they spawn here. This guy doesn't know my ability. I can see survivors within 15 meters when I come out of the ball. We're definitely going to use the ball again right here. I mean, dude, it's just increased movement speed. Why not? Oh, and we actually get it for Rai. We get it for 2.5 seconds longer because we injured her. Dude, that is pretty fast. I'm not going to lie. That is pretty fast. Not bad, but it is Mind's Eye, and she was trying to hide from me, which doesn't work against Qists. So the way it works, I know it doesn't give any numbers, but the way it works is basically if that's going to reduce the Cypher Parks by 15% here, I believe. Yep, there we go. Hold up, what was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. No, I forgot what I was talking about. I don't remember. Dude, we got... That's a lot of people body blocking and none of you managed to do it. I mean, if he rescues her... Let's see. I actually haven't tested his balloon hit. That's the one thing I forgot to test. I forgot to test his balloon hit. We can actually keep them off the... I want to make a single connection so it doesn't go away from the... Oh, it's not close enough. I should have made it closer. And that's alright. We could still go for it. Maybe he won't know. Does he know? He doesn't know! Welcome here. Welcome, sir! So now that we got him off that Cypher, it's definitely going to decrease by another 15%. He did still get my face, unfortunately. Okay, she's not even making a portal. Why did I even bother? Okay. Let's try out with the ball now. Like, how does this go if we go after this cowboy? I mean, we got 2 people injured here. Okay. Not bad. Except, why are you here? Get out of here. Get out of here, dude. 2, 1. There we go. Shouldn't be that hard to hit him here. Let's see, is he healing again? Oh, we didn't catch the Cypher. We barely didn't catch the Cypher, damn. That sucks. This guy needs to... dude, I'm not even trying to drop here. This guy just doesn't know how to use the lasso, I guess. Unfortunately, we missed the Cypher. That's really sad. Look at how close we got it. It would have removed the Cypher progress by 15% had I actually nailed it. Dude, but we are moving so fast. He has to use another painting right now. Oh, no, he actually doesn't. Okay, we still got it, though. He might have Flywheel. I'm not sure. Haven't tried it. Dude, I do want to remove that progress. It's so annoying that I messed it up the first time, but it is what it is. Okay, so it's actually going to highlight the Cypher if it's inside. That's good to know. So you know ahead of time if you're missing or not. Okay, what does that do? What does that sound mean? I just heard a sound. I don't know what that sound means, though. Yo, welcome back, sir. Welcome back. Yo, can I use my ball here? Can I go through the wall here? No, that's not where I wanted to go. Yo, how can I control where I start the ball? I want to know how you control starting the ball. I would like to know that, please. I mean, you guys see what I was trying to go for there, but I'm way too slow at it. So that's I'm noticing the disadvantage of if you don't have a connection already made ahead of time. Let's cancel that. It's that if you don't have a connection made ahead of time, you can only go 8 meters forwards, which is really sad. But we should be able to go like, ooh, yeah, I forgot I made it far from the chair. It's all right. Oh, that's so. Do we actually catch her with it? By the way, he still didn't drop his painting. He still has a painting in there. Oh, I'm so close to catching him. Yo, it's not even on path of the cipher machine. Flywheel? Okay, sure, why not? Dude, that's not even on the path to the cipher. Yo, can you go through your portal? I wish she did. I wish she did go through a portal. Is there a way to change your trajectory, your direction of the ball? Watch him drop a painting. Did he drop a painting? No, he didn't drop a painting, dude, I'm just in it for the long haul at this point. I just want to keep playing Qist. Hold up, what is this deduction? Is this like injure survivors? Place contact points. We could do something with the camp here if we get stunned. I want to try looking at the painting on purpose and see how good the ball is. First of all, is it even going to protect the chair? I'm not sure if I put it correctly. The ball is pretty small. Okay. Well, let's try this out. I want to see how it goes. So let's look at the painting. The problem is they're just going to double rescue here. We're still going to knock down the painter for free here, though. Which is not bad. That's not bad. In a double rescue situation, you would just now look at the painting, knock down one of them, and then the other guy gets stuck in the ball. Which is still pretty good. And we can do the same thing again here. We don't even need to make a new contact point. And I would love to... I mean, we can keep decreasing that cipher machine. I should have done that sooner. I forgot to do that sooner. Oh, this guy, I thought he gave up. Still did not give up. And we could honestly do this on every cipher machine. Any cipher machine within a certain amount of meters. Now we do that. There we go. So now that cipher is going to lose 15% progress immediately. And they're going to lose another 15% if no one pops it in the next 38 seconds. So let's try it out. Anyone here? No one is here. Let's try something else. I want to try something else. Let's see if I can jump from point to point from a separate thing. Yo, let me try. No! Surely this is possible. Okay. Surely this is possible. Yo, let me get there. There we go. Is there a way to like turn around the direction? No, there isn't. Hello. No one's here. We actually got our ball back. I think we got our ball back while inside of a ball already, which is pretty cool. I like that. Hold up. Can we connect to this? Dude, I wish this is like explained somewhere in the game how far you can connect to a point when you're already inside of a ball. I almost feel like we're gonna have better luck finding them just going on my feet because I'm too slow for this. Let's check factory, I guess. Alright. Alright, we're chaining. There we go. And I don't think you can make more than 4 here. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. Yo, we actually saw him there for half a second. Okay. Don't use the watch if the hunters are next to you because they will see where your silhouette is for half a second. I don't want to blink him here. I do want to actually try to see if we can catch him just by using these points and see how effective it is. Let's see how it goes. Oh, well, that wasn't very good for him. Does he have flywheel? No flywheel for him. I do want to share this game, though. Let's just end this game. They've stalled enough. So the more people you injure... It is really finicky traveling around the map, though. It is really finicky. You can jump from contact points paths to other contact points. It is cool. I like that about him. But... is anyone here? No, no one is here. That's the annoying thing. I would like to skip going all the way around. Oh, shoot. Okay, no need. I mean, ooh. See, there's just... It's just not close enough to connect to anything else. There are more here, but you're just not close enough. Again, this is something I have to test. Like, what is the exact meters that you're actually able to... I don't actually want to connect that. Like, what is the exact meters that you're able to... Do you have flywheel now? What is the exact meters that you're able to go from connection to connection? It doesn't really matter to end it sooner. Yeah, I guess she'll get... Yo, we can actually find out where she is. Hold up. Because that... 6 seconds. No, we don't have another one. Okay. This is a little bit awkward. If she's anywhere inside this area, it'll show us where she is, but... We didn't really have enough to do a big enough circle. Or big enough square. I wanted to do a square. I guess we're going to be standing here now. I guess... I mean, if she ever walks towards us, though, we're probably going to see her. If she has flywheel, she will probably get out here just by running forwards. There she is. Do you have flywheel? We could do this to scare her. Alright, that works. That works, she touched him. So you cannot turn direction. Someone in chat is telling me that you cannot turn direction. That's really unfortunate. I think you can... The only thing it seems you can do is you can choose which direction you start moving in, but after that, you're stuck in a direction you're moving. At least if you could, like, jump on the same contact point. Like, if you're on this... if you're on a path, and that path is already connected to a path that you will reach eventually if you just, you know, wait. It would be nice if I could just take a shortcut and jump over where I would anyway already be. Like, it would just take longer. Let's do one more. I don't know, dude. It is a little bit risky immediately using the balls. Because you only get 3. You only get 3 balls, and I already used the first 3 immediately just to reach Shaq last game. So, I don't know, man. How far can you put it? The first one is... The first ball has to be within... how many points? 8? No, that's exiting. That's exiting. When you place one of these contact points... The first one has to be within a certain amount of meters. Where does it say that? This is exiting. Okay, here we go. The first one you drop has to be within... No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Well, anyway, we all know. The first one you drop cannot be super far from you. The second and third ones and all the other subsequent ones, those can be up to, like, what? 36 meters? I know it says here somewhere. It's got to say here somewhere. Dude, does it not? The second and plus ones are within anywhere between 4 and 35 meters. So 35 meters is as far as you can drop, but why doesn't it say how far you can drop the first one? I think it's about 8 meters. It's about 8 meters is how far you can drop the first one. So, like, if you're trying to use the contact point so that you can use the soccer ball, whatever that thing is, the Pokeball, whatever you want to call it, then you cannot drop it very far from you because the first contact point can only be placed so close. Like, in this situation, do I just immediately use my points? Like, if it turns out that where I go, there's no survivor, then I'm not going to have any more points. It's kind of like Geisha. If you waste your first dash, you're not going to have anything afterwards. Like, is this good? I think this is going to work out here. I should have put it further away. Or was that the maximum? I don't know. Actually, no. I mean, we are extremely fast. And we could still make another connection right here. Connecting the old ones. 1. Here we go. We're gonna easily vault this window. Is it actually that much faster? I've never vaulted a window quickly before. It's not that much faster. Honestly, his default vault is pretty slow. His default vault is pretty slow, so vaulting 20% faster doesn't seem to make that much of a big deal, honestly. Does it make a big deal? I don't think so. It's gonna go the wrong direction, bro. That's not where I wanted it to go. Dude, that's not where I wanted the ball to go the first time, though. That's really unfortunate. Should have turret shocked her there. Right? It seems really annoying to actually, like, control these balls here. She's gonna get a huge boost here now. No, she went over there. It is, dude, it is extremely tough. Like, these balls, they're so finicky. This ball right here, the 1000 presence ball, like, look, you can do some stuff with it, but I hope there's an easier way to control that I'm not knowing about. Because that is extremely annoying. That, like, I try to drop the ball and it just goes the completely wrong direction. Granted, it wasn't going to be on top of her, but I wanted to push her towards the window. Alright, and then the ball just goes the wrong direction. Unfortunately. Like right here. I think the little bro is going to get caught here. She could still make a little bro is the problem. She made the wrong little bro, so little bro's not going to do anything. There's still another survivor here. That's not going to matter, dude. That's too late. It's after half. I think it was after half, right? Let's chair her and then chair the journalist. Oh no, she's not after half. Damn. What is his balloon swing again? I haven't tested his hitbox yet for balloon swing. Okay. Looks like we're not gonna find out. Hopefully it doesn't take that long to reach her. Yo! Go! Oh, I used the wrong button. Okay, well, we can forget about that now. Okay, that's not where I wanted it to go. Man, that's another thing. You can't put points too close to each other. You can't put them too close to each other. It will not let you put a point closer than 4 meters. Now they're gonna get a free heal off. I really needed to not lose that Garner. I just pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. To be fair, the buttons look exactly the same, dude. In fact, I think they might actually be exactly the same. The only difference is an arrow on that button. Okay. I see, yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, sure, whatever. And honestly, you can forget... Honestly, guys, you can forget blocking any cipher machines because we are not close enough to that. Is that on? Ooh, it runs out really quickly. They weren't kidding when they said they made it run out faster. Let's see if we can actually catch that cipher. If we can stop the cipher... Yo, can I block the cipher, please? Alright, it's gonna lose 15% progress immediately. So now it's at 64. What was that? What was it at earlier? Does anyone remember? Oh, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. I do hope there is a way to more quickly turn around. I think I think I just gotta go a different direction. I think I just gotta walk the different direction. That's it. Okay, that little bro surely did a lot. It truly did a lot. The thing is, guys, the more time they spend not doing anything, just getting chased, that's buying more time for the cipher to lose progress again. So, yep, there we go. It just lost progress as I was talking about it. I don't know if it loses progress 2 times or 3 times. But each cipher can only individually lose progress every 37 seconds. So if I made like another thing here, hold up, I would like to put. Nice. There we go. I should put her closer to me. I accidentally put her further away for no reason. Really unfortunate there. She actually had a speed drink, so we was just able to run away. Dude, imagine if like right there. That's actually really nice. That was really nice a move by me. I didn't even purposely do that. But what happened there is I was just able to immediately get out of the ball without having to wait the 2 seconds. Hold up, I do want to block that one more time. Did I block it? No, I didn't. Apparently the other direction. Oh no, did I? I better have blocked it. Okay, I did. Alright, so no one's in this area. Not a whole lot I can do about that at that point. Alright, they're working on another cipher machine. Hold up. Now we remove six, what is that? 15% on that cipher now? Not a stupid little girl. Who would have guessed? That's unusual. Dude, but the thing is, they're all injured, so I should be using the ball more here. Because look at how fast we are. I should be using the ball a little bit more. Just because we have 3 people injured. So every time we go in and out of a ball... I would love to chair here. Every time we go in and out of a ball, we're going to be moving faster for like, what, 10 seconds? It's 2.5 plus... 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5? Something like that? Dude, imagine if we got inside that in time. Okay. Well, now we're just going to do the same thing. Hold up, let's do this. Let's drop on that cipher. So now if anyone tries to run to that cipher, they're going to immediately get sucked in here. Like that. Can I drop you, please? It actually, unfortunately, me trying to drop it close to me made it so that the game thinks I want to cancel, which is a little bit annoying. Should we just pick up here? Alright, now we don't have to pick up. Does anyone remember if the little girl used her self-heal? I don't think she did use her self-heal. I mean, there's really nothing stopping us from just sitting here the whole time. There goes the cipher again. If you don't do other cipher machines against this guy, you're in a lot of trouble. Let's see. Just to be faster here, you know? We're gonna do that. It only takes 2 seconds. Preferably knock down this girl, so that we can just kill her on chair now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just misplaced that really badly. Hold up. No, we're not gonna get her. Yo, connect it! No! Connect it again! Lead her back in? Hold up, we have to keep her stuck here. We have to keep her stuck. Okay, I guess that works. Hey, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good rebound. If you can even call it that. Pretty good rebound with the ball. Hold up. Go here. Then go there. Alright. Alright, I see how it is. I see how this is. There's some cool stuff you can do here. If you just know the range of what you can and can't do, you can like chain multiple points together if the first 2 miss. One more match? One more match. Guys, one more match. This is too much fun. We're gonna lose horribly at some point here, but we're gonna learn a lot from it, hopefully. The thing about it is I just have to go in more customs. I do want to test how far you can jump from track to track. It's really hard to test because you keep moving around, so it's really hard to test what's the like the maximum value and the minimum value you can travel. You can't just stay still in the ball. I've noticed if you're staying still, here's the one thing I did test. Sometimes it doesn't let you go very far, and other times it lets you go very far to jump from track to track. I think if the tracks are connected as a rectangle, then you are able to just... what's it called? You are able to just jump very far from track to track. But if it's just like a singular point, or if you're on a singular point... Again, I'm going to have to test it, but I think there's something there. But it seems like the key with this guy is attrition. If you can attrition them down to the last cipher machine and take control of that cipher... Obviously, we didn't put very good pressure there, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, the pressure I put on was mid. Just not a very good use of my abilities there. I was moving really slowly from cipher to cipher. But the inertia, not healing up there for the survivors, allowed it to be a lot easier to snowball there. And the moment I started going in the ball, it was getting a lot easier. So we'll see. They should have started a different side. Dude, but they did. They started the greenhouse cipher, and then that got cut off. That got blocked. Not only does it immediately lose 15%, but then I stick on it. So it's going to lose another 15% eventually. And then they started doing the one behind hotel, but, you know, then they would have had no one to rescue if they kept decoding that. Hold up, someone is already here. Immediately. Hello. So, I'm going to be honest here. I don't know how we start the chase here. I feel like it's so easy for the survivor to just... I don't know, just freaking walk away. Walk away from the inertia from the ball. So we're gonna catch up here. See, this is kind of why I hate... Looks like she wasn't expecting that. She didn't stay by the pallet. You honestly have time to stand by the pallet is the thing. You do have time to stand by the pallet and vault in time. Okay, this is gonna be good now. Right. It's really slow about that. And we can't even rebound that, unfortunately. Okay, we have to blink that. We have to blink that. Otherwise, Priestess just walks through and gets a hit. I'm gonna try to do a little bit something different this game. Let's see if I can snowball here. We got 2 people hit. Inertia is gonna be really good now. Man, I should be connecting this a little bit better so that the energy ball actually does something. The ball that sucks. Ooh, that's not good for me. So you can't go through walls. Let's see. Is that a good... No, that's not very good. Oh, no, it was pretty good. Dude, look how fast I am. 20% is noticeable. And at full presence, guys, originally this guy was going to have more speed, even further speed at full presence, but they actually removed that. Right? Now it's just faster interaction, I think? What is at full presence now? Mark is on a hot streak, boosting his speed. Oh, no, it is his speed. So originally his interaction was going to get a further buff at full presence. It didn't give numbers at the time, but that's all it said. I wonder if I should be trying to hit the postman here. Would it be worth it? I don't know if it would be worth it. Can we still hit him here, though? I don't know, man, because Priest is going to pick herself up so fast. Oh, that was really bad. Dude, where did he even go? I don't even know where he is. Oh, I forgot we should be cutting off that cipher machine. Dude, you got to keep so many things in mind with this guy. And I just ended the connection, too, so I can't even continue from the old one. Here we go. This guy is coming here in the rescue way too early. Maybe I should have even, like, set up a further ball there. So you guys heard that sound? That sound effect meant that a cipher, 15% of a cipher got lost right there. Honestly? Oh no, now they heal up the priestess easily though. Bro, if you shot there, you'd anyway hit the wall. What are you... I almost wonder if he's like photographer, that once you get someone, you do want to just keep them there. No, this is not going to work. Unless he walks in. Alright, well now you guys know the rescue guide, what's coming in the rescue guide. Just wait it out. Just wait out the ball, bro. This is what I say, like, you learn a lot just from playing the Hunter, how to just get better at the game. When you see other people's mistakes. Flywheel? Imagine he hits the flywheel here. Oh, he threw the dog here for no reason. He thought he would survive, maybe? I mean, I'm liking this. We're putting a lot of attrition on it. Man, Impact would have been good this game. It would have been good, but... We did get a pretty easy hit there. I mean, to be fair, we used the blink to do it, though. We hit the portal when they try to get close, and then it allowed us to get that free hit, which is really valuable there. wonder if we can try doing the same thing here. Okay. Well, we're anyway going to do this to block the Cypher machine now. Can we hit? No, so you cannot do that. I did see some Qs try doing that, but it's not pop. Ooh, I should have waited there. No. Oh, he went after half anyway. I'm going to try to knock the lucky guy down here. He's dead on chair. So they are going to heal up, and they are going to reset here. We're going to lose a lot of inertia from it now, unfortunately. So now we're only going to have 1 point of inertia going for us, basically. Hold up. Someone here? Oh no, I missed my... So you gotta be fast with it. Okay, so there is someone here. And it is nice that you can see where the survivor is. Okay. Well, she did a pretty big mistake right there. I think we're gonna leave our target here. And we're gonna jump right here. Set up a connection here. Here, and maybe here? Oh no, we need another one. Nah, that hitbox is good, but it's not that good. You gotta keep an eye on the Cypher machines is the thing. Oh, I think I misplaced it. We can adjust it though. If we... No, make it! No! That's so annoying! It was inside a wall, I couldn't make it. Oh, now we're lagging here? A little bit. Okay, I need to make sure that we take care of the Cypher here though. Nice, and we're also going to be able to put another connection on that. Is it faster to vault or just walk around? I think it's faster just to walk around there. Dude, we're going to be able to... We don't even need to break it, actually. Dude, the speed is pretty good, though. Oh, wait, what? Why was it 4 stacks? So, hold up. So when people die, you keep your inertia? Why was that 4 stacks? Does anyone see how long that inertia was? I thought once people die, they don't count as an injured survivor anymore. Because that's the same way with panic. That's the same way panic works. Hold up, let's test this. So there's 2 injured people right now. It should only be 11 seconds right now. Okay, it's 11 seconds. Okay, so dead people do not give you more inertia. Okay, that Cypher just lost progress again. Hold up, the connection here is going to run out. So let's make a new one. Oh, it's not the... That Cypher has no progress, so it doesn't really matter. I should probably be paying attention to that Cypher that they're actually working on, you know? Let's go here. Okay, that already cuts it off. That's pretty good. That's fine. We're still pretty fast. That just lost 15%, basically immediately. We found the lucky guy's robot. Rest in peace, his robot. It's never gonna get used. Hold up. Let's see if we can do this. Go. Yes. Nice. Whew! This is pretty damn good. Oh, no, I don't think so. And now we can go backwards. We can connect another line here. And we can immediately go back to this guy. We can jump back to this point. We can jump here. Does anyone remember where I killed the guy? Where did I even kill that guy? Oh, right here. I honestly could have made another point there. I could have jumped again. It's alright. Not a big deal. I do want to try... I should be trying to line it up with the pallet a little bit better. Okay, if he goes for it, he's going to get... Where'd he go? Hold up. I don't think so, homie. Oh, we don't have another one to connect the ball. Hold up. If he goes to the pallet now, he's going to get caught in it. Yeah, so he can't go for it. Oh, we're going to get caught by the dog, though. Okay, no, we didn't get caught by the dog. You see that hitbox in action right there. Hold up, and now we can connect this. Try to jump. Nice. Is there anything to jump to here? Oh, is she right? Oh, no, that's just a bot. Alright, let's just kill the bot. We didn't have another point right there, but... You guys see the plane here, right? You could have then connect this, and you can kind of make a bridge from track to track. And this guy is really interesting here. He is really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I like that about him. There's a lot of outplay. Maybe this is my new favorite hunter. New favorite hunter spotted? I don't know. Also, I might have lost the postman. Okay, so if you're in the red and you get out. Oh, hi there. Flywheel? If you're in the red and you get out, it'll still spawn you. It's just not gonna get you past the wall. Okay. So it's not that the red prevents you from getting out. Is that the red means you won't go further than the wall, I think? Like right here, if I try to leave in front of this wall. So it's red right now. What happens when we... Okay, it's blue right there. That's weird. Why is it blue there? Okay. Now it's blue again. What makes it... What causes it to go red? Hold up. I just want to... Let's finish this game. I don't want to make him wait. We can test that in customs. That's, I don't know. I don't know what causes that. It looks like sometimes you are able to just go over the wall. I mean, here I have no doubt that you can jump over the wall because you can clearly see the other side. Okay, it's very laggy when you go on the ball after you kill them. I mean, this hunter is really interesting. There is a lot of interesting things about this hunter. You can move to second floor when you come out of the ball, really. Dude, my voice is getting tired. Hey man, the faster you can get used to thinking with this hunter, the faster you'll be able to make the right plays and block off the ciphers at the right time. And obviously you have to block off ciphers that matter. Because one time I was blocking a cipher that they weren't even working on anymore. Like, they just abandoned that cipher. My voice is dying, man. I'm gonna have to go lower pitch voice now for the rest of the stream. Bro, flopeando is now a word in Spanish. They're just making up their own dictionary words at this point. Is this a real word? No way. This is not a real word. It might actually be a real word. Why did it translate to something? I don't think it is. Flopeando, brother. We're making up words now. I still think insolence is a must with this guy. It is a very good ability, but you just need to know how to use it. I'm kind of bad with it right now. Like, it's good, but it's also like, sometimes I'm just messing it up. Seki, I'm a big fan. Can you do the clown laugh? My voice is dying, but dude, I'll try. What's the clown laugh again? That was a little bit too high pitched, but Jesus, I'm dying here. Clown impression for the bingo. I forgot to do a clown impression for my favorite hunter clown. That's one of the reasons I like clown, not just because he's actually good now. He's also the one who made that. He's the reason that exists. Oh man. Hello. How are you? Not a whole lot we can do about that. Oh, hello there! Bro, you guys need to read the book! Someone, please read the book! Please, someone, anyone! Oh, he's in a lot of trouble here, actually. Hold up, hold the phone. I think we connected that cipher. I hope we did. Brother, he just got his owl back! He just got it back! Oh no, we're gonna get stung by little bro! Okay, she wasn't there for it. Okay, keep in mind, he has an owl. Everyone remember, do not forget. He has an owl. Okay, so right there we're able to go through the wall. No, little bro! I got trolled by little bro. Give me that hit. I'm still hitting you. I'm getting that inertia. You thought. You actually thought. Hold up, what if we trap him with an owl inside? Bro, you better choose something. Alright, rest in peace him. Sorry. Rest in peace. I mean, that is pretty good, but we didn't need the insolence to do that. Is that cipher blocked? It is. It is. It's inside. It's glowing white. It means it's inside. Yo. Are someone... What is this? Can you do this? You can just put graffiti on this? No! Brother! Let me enjoy the view. Give me a break. What's up? You thought! Hold up, we doing this again? It actually wouldn't catch him, I don't think. I don't think it would catch him. Hold up, you want some of this too? There we go, and we cancel the hit. Nice. Okay, we made a connection somewhere. So, okay, so I haven't really talked a lot about the actual way. I will gladly take another inertia hit, brother. Is this actually, this guy, I am worried this guy might struggle free right here, so. Okay, looks like we don't need to. Alright, sure, why not? Yo, is that inside? It is! Oh no, but we're not gonna be able to take advantage of it. Whatever. I'm gonna hit him, dude. Full inertia now. What are you gonna do about it? It would be really nice to have like a connection here set up. I mean, I could just go inside of the ball and come out after 2 seconds, but it's not very efficient. What the heck? I'm just gonna pick him up. I don't know what they're doing, dude. I hope that Seer didn't die with an owl. That would suck for him. So one person ran in that direction. I mean, we can always come back here. That's the thing. And I don't have to get in the ball first. I could make the first point. You see, I've been doing that this whole time. Let's do this. Ah, that's kind of bad because now we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to travel. But it is what it is, I guess. Oh, we can make a ball inside of this? Oh, you can. So, and you can, by the way, you can put that ball from infinite distance. So, like right here. We can put this ball from infinite distance. It is infinite right now. I don't know why, but it's infinite. So I guess I could have... no, because it's not exactly in front of the chair anyway. Okay. Okay, where are you at? There she is. Where do you think you're going, buddy? Yeet! She's got perfume! Hands down, she's got perfume. Everyone stop. Okay. He seems not that bad, but I'm just worried for his early game. You know, we've been getting survivors who are just trying to hide against him. So anyone within 15 meters of him, when he has inertia, will get seen. So that's half a terrorist. Don't even try it against him. Dude, I'm already at 206 seed bags. Okay, guys, last game. This is the last QS game. We can do a whole stream dedicated to this guy, but for now, we're gonna do one more game of QS. Okay. Do they have... Okay, they do have standby motions. I thought we got matched with all bots. On my ult account, I keep getting matched with bots every time I play Survivor. I don't know why. But no, these guys do have... And they always go characters that only bots would play. They have increased how many characters bots can play. But there are certain survivors that you will never see the bots play. And they don't have original skins, believe it or not. They do have like C tier skins. Sometimes, I don't know if I've ever seen one with an A tier skin, but you can tell they're bots because they move in strange ways. They move like they're on a PC, basically. That's what it looks like. They'll go through objects that you can interact with. They'll be able to walk through undropped pallets. So like, you know how there's like a pallet and you can't walk through the pallet, you have to walk around the pallet to get behind it? The bot survivors can just walk right through it if they wanted to take a shortcut. The bots can walk through opening and exit gates. The bots can walk through cipher machines. That's another way. The other way, by the way, bots are deceiving nowadays. I can still tell when it's a bot because they all conveniently ready up within around 5 seconds between each other. And they all have default animation, but they will try to trick you up with C tier skins. Maybe other skins even. And they will also... There's another thing that they will do. They actually ping. The bots ping. They made the bots ping. So they want you to get tripped up at this point. At this point, they do want you to get tripped up. What's good? You see, you can't swing immediately is the issue. But you can break immediately. Does that work? Wait, does that work? I don't think that works, but it would be great if it did work, dude. So we need to wait 2 seconds here. He's gonna immediately vault, but we're gonna immediately break. And we already injured him, keep that in mind. So inertia is doing stuff. We get that extra 2.5 seconds from inertia. It's helping our chase significantly. The hardest part about... that does not hit. Balls versus balls action. Not to be gay here, but it doesn't work. What is this, a biology lesson now? Alright, anyway. I want to test something. I'm just going to do this. We're going to count how long it lasts. 0, 1, 2. It lasts 2 seconds if you put it in front of the chair. Which is crazy because the default is what? 18 seconds? If it's not in... Let's go! Perfectly balanced. Let's go. I mean, guys, there was nothing he could do about it. Hold up. We need to regress the cipher machine. No. Oh, okay. It wasn't a... But that cipher does have progress on it. Guys, I gotta do this. I gotta do my deduction. I love doing deductions as in this game. They're fun to do. Hopefully that had 30% or more. Please, after 6 seconds, we'll know. It did not. It did not. Wait, it has 20... Guys, I need to do my deduction. I need to do my deduction, homie. I'm actually just gonna leave. Okay, so she left a 22% cipher machine? Don't pop that! I need it. No, don't give up either, though. I need the cipher. Hold up. Maybe we could just regress it twice. They can't surrender yet. Guys, this will regress before they can surrender. Is this not inside? Oh, I didn't close it. You have to close it. So that button right there closes. What? Okay, that's what I thought. It's just on a delay. Wait, so does that mean when you hear the sound effect, there's also a delay? I thought it was immediately when you hear the sound effect. We have to wait 38 seconds now to find out. It would be... By the way, some of you guys might be like, wondering, Seki, why don't you make another one and just, again, decrease it by another 15% immediately? You cannot stack them. A cipher machine has a cooldown of 37 seconds every single time it can, like, regress. So if you put a second one, yes, it will trigger, but it will not trigger on the cipher machine. Because the cipher machine is still on a cooldown itself. So, right there. Wait, what? Is it gonna... Don't tell me it's gonna regress again before 37 seconds. Or has it already been? Maybe it already was 37 seconds. Okay, I see what's going on here now. So the way it works... that's actually really interesting. Hold up. So why does that work? What happened to the first one that I expected? How did that not... Why didn't we see it? Okay, anyway, now that it's been 37 seconds, I will do it again. Just to show you guys... Just to show you guys that it actually will not regenerate or regress. So we made a new one, and now this will not regress because it's been before 37 seconds. So it's been 6 seconds. It takes 6 seconds for it to take effect, the regression, but nothing happened. Which means now it's this. Oh no, it's not this thing's turn because it's gonna run out. Okay, so if I make a new one now. Oh, I don't know if it's been 37 seconds yet though. Let's wait a little bit. Oh shoot, it is about to be 37 seconds. So now this is gonna regress after 6 seconds. Yeah. But what is happening to this one? This should have already regressed it. Something is happening here. I think it's triggering the regression sooner than the cooldown from the cipher goes down. So then you have to wait a full 37 seconds again for it to regress. Okay. Oh, her box ran out. It's been more than 5 minutes. The boxes do run out, fun fact. They do run out. Man, it is so slow to vault windows, though. That's the only issue with this guy. Hold up. We can still connect that ball to anything we want. The next... Okay, or she could just walk right in and ruin my explanations. I think maybe she just wants to give up. Can she surrender yet? Oh, they can surrender already. Okay, that's really strange. So I'm gonna have to go in customs. I'm gonna have to actually count how many times it regresses a cipher machine. I thought it would regress a cipher a total of 3 times. But it seems like each one only regresses 2 times. Brother, I'm trying to read. Will she have time to stun in time? Did she expect it? Brother, let me kill her! Fine, help me with inertia at least. I swear, brother. Dude, I can't control her. Oh, she's still moving around though. It isn't moved around with the pallet. So it still moves as long as it's within a connection. Okay. So if you can't touch it in time, it might by luck still move them away from the pallet. It might also move, you know, it can also move them away from you though as well. If I made a 3rd connection, it would then start traveling to the 3rd contact point, which could have been away from me, could have been next to me. Okay. Yes, I understand that a single domain will regress twice before disappearing, but there is something here. I want to understand why. I don't want to just be like, yeah, okay, it regresses twice, and have no idea how the insides of the character work. Like, there was a regression that happened, but it just didn't trigger in time on the cipher machine. The cipher machine cooldown was still going on. It must have been. We're gonna need to bring Stinky in here so that he can decode a cipher machine. Okay. So after 6 seconds, it will only last 80 seconds. So you actually gotta do math here. So when you connect the contact points together, they immediately refresh up to 80 seconds. You gotta wait 6 seconds for it to trigger. So when the contact points become 74 seconds, or the first one you made. Well, no, I actually want to test this. Does the timer refresh if you create a box? Let's see this. Is it like Anne cats, basically? How when Anne makes a cat or when it attaches to someone, it refreshes the timer. If you make a box with this guy, if you complete a shape, will it still reset the timer? Let's see here. Alright, so this is 80 seconds. Where's my timer? Okay, so it doesn't make a timer? Let's turn off disabled ability depletion. It doesn't make a timer until you finish this. Okay, I see. So, the moment you finish creating the shape, it'll go to what? You have to wait 6 seconds for it to decrease the cipher machine. We're actually going to have the bots be able to do the cipher machines for us now, so that's going to be nice. Don't even need Stinky. Let's see how much it is. I'm gonna let them do a cipher machine a little bit more. We can actually turn off the AI control here. They'll stay on the cipher machine without running away. So this should be good enough. So let's make this. So it's gonna get rid of this after 6 seconds. So when it hits 74, it's going to reduce it. The next time this is going to reduce should be... Hold up, we actually have to read the ability though. Every 38 seconds. But the machine itself can only be affected every 37 seconds. So this should trigger again at 36 seconds. When it drops from 36 seconds, this is going to decrease again. And I see why it doesn't affect the third time. It can only affect the cipher every 38 seconds, and it was at 36 seconds on the second time. It's 2 seconds off from actually triggering a third time. So, okay, the devs were very specific about this. When they made this ability, they specifically designed it so it lasts for 36 seconds, so it looks like it's gonna regress the cipher again. But after the 36-second mark, it won't. So we're gonna see here, it's gonna end before it can regress. But if we make a new one, the cipher cooldown itself has already finished. It's only 38 seconds on the cipher machine. So it will just be ready to get removed again. So basically what I'm getting from this is a few seconds before it hits. Well, no, because you're gonna miss out on one regression if you do it like this. But you can pre-place a regression. You can pre-place it. This first one, this second one that I made will not trigger because the cipher machine cooldown will not finish. Oh shoot, but this is also not going to trigger now. Because it's going to trigger before the cooldown ends. So now this is going to trigger at 36. And the next time this will trigger will also be at 36. But you guys will see it won't trigger because the cipher machine still has... By the way, the cipher does still have progress on it for people on low quality. It has 5%. So it will not trigger because the cipher machine cooldown is still ongoing. Its machine cooldown is 37 seconds, I think. What is it? It says in the game. It has its own 37-second cooldown. Okay. So you see this past 36, so it did a regression event. And during that regression event, it actually shows us where the postman is during the regression event. Because it also shows you where survivors are if they're caught inside of it. But it didn't actually reduce the cipher. There's something else you can do with cipher pressure. You can do this. Purposely leave one contact point. So it doesn't leave the cipher and it's just now guarding the cipher for 38 seconds. And if I actually revive this survivor here, you guys are going to see that no matter how far away I am from them, if they step inside of that, they get caught in my ball and I can bring him right to me. So you can essentially block a cipher machine for 18 seconds like that as well. The only issue with doing that is that I actually have to be next to the cipher. I can't just do it from across the map. Like, yeah, if I do this, yeah, now it's going to go to the cipher machine. But you see how the survivor would be able to just dodge the ball? Now the ball doesn't stay in place. So that wouldn't really work. I mean, it'll stop it every few seconds, but not really. For you to actually keep the ball on this point, you have to make an individual point. It has to be, you have to be next to the cipher machine. Because if they allowed you to make this first point from like infinity away, then you would be able to just put a point all the way to that cipher machine. Drop a ball right there, now no one can decode it for 18 seconds. That's why they made it so that the first point is only 8 meters away, and then after that it can be 36. But even then, 36, it's 35 actually, but even 35 doesn't reach it. Unless you want to walk all the way there, which you wouldn't walk, you would just take this and then do that. And then you can make a connection like that, go all the way back that way. Make the fourth connection a little bit less, or the third one. So that way you don't end up going so far around before you can go backwards. And you see, here's the thing. Once you make this connection, though, this can go at infinity. It doesn't matter how far away you are. This will travel at infinity. You can shoot this from infinity. The only problem is actually setting up the contact point. Because we set it up, yeah, but now it's going to travel around and it's not going to be on the cipher machine most of the time. So you can see how it's traveling around there. There's like a white dot. It looks like I'm watching, like, a solar system model with how slow things are going. But yeah, there you go. It eventually goes to the cipher machine, but one time only before it runs out. Unless you make that one point there. And if you make a singular point here, then now, no matter how far away, even if you then take your ball, even if you take your connection now and go across the map, but let's say we did that. Let's say instead of spamming blink, we used our ball, and I leave that cipher machine, I could then, from infinity, drop the, and it even shows you which one is going to land on. I want to land on the one that's just a singular point. And now that's going to be stuck there for the next 18 seconds, even though I'm all the way over here. And I can keep doing that as long as that point is there. Okay. And if I want to take this even further, what I could do, if I want to take this even further, I could set up this thing to block, and it'll regress the cipher machine. That'll regress the cipher machine every 38 seconds. But if I want to, I can also drop a ball at the singular point. So between when you could decode the cipher machine, if the survivors are trying to decode the cipher machine before the next regression, you could stop that with your ball for 18 seconds. It's 18 seconds, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 16 seconds. It says right there in the game. It's 16 seconds. Was I saying 18 seconds? It's 16 seconds. So then, while we're waiting for our next regression, we can use the ball. And that ball is here, by the way. Oh, no, it's not here because the point disappeared. But if I go across the map, we make a point. We then, if we need to, we can pressure that. Man, it's kind of hard. Ooh. But yeah, it is there. It is there. If we get closer, you can see it is there, and it is... It's not doing a very good job guarding the cipher machine. I think they could still touch it from here. This is... I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. Okay. I really want a bot to decode from this side. I should have brought Stinky. I really want to see if this would actually capture Survivor if you decoded this from this side. Because you are interacting with the cipher machine. And there is a weird thing where the animation does change your position. The animation does influence where you are. Because sometimes you'll be in a part of the animation where you're affected by like Naiad water, but if your character steps to the right or to the left, it'll step out of the water again. So the animation does decide whether you gain, like whether you're influenced by a hunter ability, basically. That's really interesting. I wonder if this would work. I wonder if you would be able to still decode this. Seems really scary to touch that though. This is like getting close to a black hole kind of thing. Do you really want to? Alright guys. Well, we found out something about Cubist. Psyche, fun fact, his ball is the only stunned survivor affected ability Professor cannot scale avoid. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I guess it's not really a stun. But you know what? I don't know if that makes any sense. Because Magician and all the invincible survivors, all the invisible survivors can walk through this 8-ball ball. You should be telling me that. That's the interesting thing. But if you flywheel inside this ball, does it remove the ball or does it stay up? Is it like a cat and cat? You want me to get on and test it? I can test it with my alt account if I want to. This is what the alt account is for. I don't need you people. Okay, not to be mean about it. Trust me, it's a lot easier making videos that way when I don't have to ask someone and arrange a time like, hey, can you pose for me for this TikTok video? Brother, I can pose myself if I want to do a good intro. You can only flywheel it if it is moving and not staying still. So you can flywheel it if it's staying still. You'll just get caught after the flywheel, is what you're telling me. Let's see. I am going to get Stinky on for this, actually. So it's like an ANCAT, where you'll be invincible to the stun while you're flywheeling, but after your flywheel ends, if you're still inside of it, you're going to get caught. I do want to see if the Professor scales work the same way as flywheel, though. If you stay inside of it, sure, yeah. But does it work like flywheel is the question. That's what we got Stinky for. Long story short, if you guys didn't already know, The invisible survivors, like First Officer, Magician, and I guess Lucky Guy with either of those items, can walk through the ball. They can just walk right through the ball while they're invisible. There is a catch with First Officer, though. You actually have to hit the Hunter with your pocket watch for you to not get sucked in. If you miss the Hunter with your pocket watch and they're not affected by your pocket watch circle when you made the pocket watch, then if you step into the ball, then you will get caught in it. Besides that, he does a pretty good job against that 1000 presence ball. It just... Well, no. If you get hit inside your watch, you'll become uninvisible again. Well, I guess you could just wait out the ball, though. It's only 2 seconds. Alright. What was this doing again? Oh, yes. The skill doesn't work at all. It doesn't even protect you for half a second. Through scale moving. Alright, well, we may as well test flywheel then. See how the flywheel interaction looks like. It's probably like an ANCAT. Sounds like it is. People are saying it is, so it must be. Doesn't really matter where we go. May as well pick Professor just so we can also test it at the same time. My voice is dying. By the way, the cue ball itself is 2 meters wide. It's roughly 2 meters wide. No, it doesn't work at all. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. But you still can use it afterwards if you made that mistake. Okay. Now we're going to test flywheel. Flywheel's all the way in the corner of the screen for me. I never adjusted on this phone. I mean, technically, you can flywheel through it. So whoever said you couldn't, if you go right through the middle, you will get caught. But otherwise, you'll be fine if you go through the sides. It's kind of a tight timing, though. You gotta be careful with it. But it is possible. You can avoid it with a flywheel. But you just cannot pass through the middle. So if we go like through there, even that looked like we would get caught, but no, you go right through it. And I guess if we show a different example now of it actually moving on a path, let's keep it on a straight line. We can probably just flywheel right through it. Can we go right through it in the middle? It's a lot easier because it's a. I mean, if you can almost flywheel through it when it's not moving. By the way, just carried him away. If you can. Oh, hold up. This is a camping strategy that you can do. Instead of just putting the ball in front of the chair, you could put the ball in a way where, I don't know. Let's think of a chair. If there was a chair right here. If a survivor is stupid enough to stay on the path. But what survivor would be stupid enough to stay on the path? You could actually put him in a ball, purposefully not interact with the ball, and it will end further away. Although, again, I don't know in what situation is helpful. How would a survivor not notice that it's going on? Also, this is how you can change the direction. You just gotta change the angle of your screen, basically. So, the only problem is that, let's say I wanted to drop a ball from that point going to the left. I can't. I would literally have to walk here so I can readjust. So anything on the right side of your screen will go right. Anything on the left side will go left from the point you're looking at, relative to where you're standing. Of course, if I were to stand here, then now all of this is to the right. Okay. Imagine your ears were balls? Brother, what are you talking about? By the way, he's got a black Wu Chang kind of charge attack, by the way. So you can do this. You can start your charge attack and then walk into them after it ends. It's a little bit harder to time it because I'm trying to wait out the professor's scale. the 0.3 seconds, but I'm waiting too long. But you could like walk into this, right, and it'll still hit. Could be good with impulsive. Generally, hunters like that work pretty well with impulsive. Axeboy has the same thing. He can do the same thing. Where he will charge attack, and if you walk into it after he launches the axe, you'll still take damage. Alright. Well, I think we did enough QS today. QS is a tough hunter, but he is pretty fun. He is pretty fun, man. Hopefully we can get a good stream with QS. I don't think we're going to be able to do rank. I'm just going to assume it's going to get auto-banned in rank. People are going to forget about Goatman, Hula Balloon. They're just going to auto-ban Mr. Qist. It's like, apparently he's a lion. Don't care. I saw the tail, and I didn't know what it was. It's some furry crap. They're going to make something up. It's a lion. I called it. Alright, guys. Let's see. Did I miss anything important in chat? Alright, guys. Why would a lion be a billiard player? What is happening in the manor? I don't know, man. They used to just be skins. Now they just actually are furries, apparently. They're canonically furries. Canonically furries, man. You're too high for this? Yo, Michi, you gotta lay down. You're gonna go crazy. You got matched against Stinky randomly? Was Stinky a survivor or a hunter? Dude, I remember they did nerf the radius of the 1000 presence ball by 15%. Which is a decent amount. 15% is a decent amount. Usually they'd be nerfing stuff by like 5 or 10%. And considering it's already pretty wide, it is still pretty wide. So 15%, man. Add 15% of that. Well, that's almost like 1/5 bigger. Alright, guys. My voice needs a rest. It feels like I've been streaming for 5 hours, but I really haven't. Thank you guys so much for joining along. We will have a QA stream soon, do not worry. I think I got the hang of it. He's actually not that hard. Well, I say that now. But anyway, guys. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to check out more streams just like this. And also check out the poll in the description below. Let me know your favorite hunter, survivor, and we'll do a video on what the community thinks is the... I guess what the average player's favorite survivor is. I guess that's what it means. Anyway, guys, we got 51 dice for the new season. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. I will see you guys later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody.